is this chat box not working? Close this, close this, close this. We live, poggers. We're live.
Yes.
My chat box isn't working. So I'm going to try and reopen it. What happened with Twitch? I was looking at their Twitter, and it's a Twitch-wide thing. It's not just us. I don't know what's wrong with Twitch, but it seems to be working, or some parts of it seem to be working now. I'm just trying to clear up the mess that is the rest of it. Webcam. Okay.
Hey, I see you.
Excellent news. Oh, if we're Gauntlet, you have to close. You can't cheat.
I'll pause it.
Excellent news. Times two. What else do we need open?
Oh dear.
This. I'll get to play some games momentarily, guys. I'm just trying to hopefully fix. Chat box still isn't working. That is quite annoying.
We even had a jar out as well. You were optimistic today.
Yeah, the jar's on the screen. It's just the rest of it that isn't.
Just everything else. Yeah.
I don't want to start a game either because I'm just gonna get distracted. Someone say something. TCG Benny's just said hi.
Hi.
Hi there. Any idea why chat box isn't working? Chat?
Save us. SOS.
Okay, so Kirkham05, cool. Hey guys, see the news? I did see the news. I actually debated staying up for the news, but then remembered I probably shouldn't. Pretty interesting news. Maybe discuss a little bit about it later on. We don't often discuss the games, so maybe we'll have a chat. I'm gonna get a game, and hopefully you guys can work out why the chat box isn't working. Because that's a you problem, not a me problem. I'm gonna pretend.
It's fun to pretend.
Use the UR. Look at this hand. Oh my god, look at this hand. We're going first as well. Look at this hand. We've got 5 Pokemon turn 1. By the news, the British Brazilian, I assume you're talking about the video game news, I should say. But we do have all of what looks like will be Celestial Storm now, so that's also kind of news. Maybe you're referring to that. But we're not going to take a look at that yet. I'm going to take a look at some other fun stuff. Oh goodness me, this is a Buzzwole deck. Let's get that Mewtwo real quick. Oh, blimey.
Already.
Okay, so this Zarua's gonna probably get the 1-2 smack. But we do have 2 Rockruffs.
God, this guy had absolutely everything.
Oh.
Last turn, he had nothing. This turn, literally everything.
This guy's playing belts in his Buzzwole. I can't one-shot him with Mewtwo now. Oh dear.
He's done you right in.
Oh dear.
Pokemon Go Switch expansion pack. More or less.
I don't. So he's just done 180 damage to Azura on turn 1.
Poggers.
But it's fine. Oh, timer balls, you nectarines. That's a Zoroark and a Lycanroc right there. That was a double heads, Joe, just in case you were wondering.
Speaking of nectarines.
Awkwardly, I don't want this Lycanroc. But hey, we've got 2 Zoroarks. That's what we do want. So now I can't see chat also. Okay, this is going to be a very awkward evening, I think. Because everything's all gone wrong because I don't have a chat box anymore.
Pokemon Let's Go spend £50. What a meme. Oh, stop. You only had 1 Zoroark. How's that even allowed? What? I'm upset. Upset with that outcome.
Fuming.
Oh, don't worry. It's all gonna be fine.
It's all bleeding coming together.
He is absolutely dunzo here.
Hey Jack, how you doing today? We're gonna Lele for N and hope we get a good hand. I think this game is already at a loss. We're already at a loss this game though, because he got a normal turn 1 for Buzzwole.
Ah, what? Normal?
He attached an energy, that's not fair.
What? Ban him.
Okay, I'm doing 140 here though. So that means I can knock him out with anything next turn. Cool. Chat box. So it's in the right space. Ah, he got another good card. Ah, and then he's going to respond with Baby Buzzwole. Ah, this isn't good. I might have to Lele DCE him here. Hope he doesn't draw energy plus choice band. Are you going to take a prize, friend? There we go. That's nectar, isn't it? Okay, that's the wrong energy. I don't want to end him, if I can help it. Maybe I do. Maybe I should just end there.
I've just been challenged.
I think I should just end there. You've just been challenged?
Someone's just come out the blocks and challenged me.
Me, you, challenge, now.
I have to accept this challenge. I'm morally obligated to.
I think it's actually illegal to not.
Oh, this is gonna be Rabioti, isn't it? Yeah, definitely Rabioti. He sent me a list today and he said, check this list out. I went 11-0 with it. Then he showed me the list. I said, show me the games you played. And then it turned out he wasn't 11-0. And he was like, yeah, it's a figure of speech.
A figure of speech.
Absolutely killed me when he said that.
I'll rate that. Figure of speech.
Yeah, 11-0. It's a figure of speech. So I think he definitely went 8-3.
3-8.
Figure of speech.
Figuratively, I went 8-0. I mean 11-0. Okay, people are starting to filter in. Hello everyone. I'm sorry we're late. Twitch was broken. Speak for me, Joe.
Hello.
Okay, we're kind of at the same level too. Excellent news. It's all slow. It's all slowly coming together. We just don't have a chat box. I need to know whether the alerts work. I need to know whether the bits work. So if anyone wants to donate some bits, or follow, or subscribe, any of that good stuff, purely for testing purposes.
No other motives here.
No. Oh, I can have a chat. I can do this. Pop out. Pop out chat. Pop out chat. Okay. So we don't have a. We don't have everything we'd like. But if you send me $5, I'll sub. Okay, so we've just had a Buzzwell take 4 prizes against us before we can kill it.
Let's keep him up.
How did he get rid of the parallel? He's playing Field Blower. He's playing Mysterious Treasure.
What are you up against?
I don't know, Joe.
Just that space.
So much space. All the space in the world, I tell you. So if I do this, he knocks me out. But I have to do this. I don't want to do this. I've changed my mind.
I like the internal monologue going on right now.
Mysterious Treasure Buzz. Yeah, exactly. What am I meant to do about against Mysterious Treasure Buzz? I
honestly couldn't tell you.
I could get Double Puzzle.
Oh my god, I've been challenged again. What is this?
Everyone wants
What is this?
I need to end this man, this woman. I need to end this person. But I can't unless I, off the N, draw. There's some bits. So the alert's working and the jar's working. So, what would you guys prefer? A chat box or a jar? Because I know which I'd prefer. So we just need double puzzle off this N. That's fine. Jar is back. And I'm not dropping frames as well. If only we had a chat box.
If only.
Team chat box. I'd prefer a chat box to a jar, personally. But
why can't we have... Hold on, why can't we have both?
Because the chat box isn't working. Like, it's not a case of not being able to have both.
Oh, okay.
It's just the chat box isn't working.
Right. Good. And yet the jars come out unscathed.
Once again. So all he needs is a choice band here. But if he doesn't have a choice band, we've taken 2 prizes this game. And therefore, we've kind of won, right? I've been watching some interesting streamers over the past few days, Joe.
Is that right?
Very interesting streamers. Can't afford both until we donate boots. I mean, to be fair, people were asking for a jar. There's a jar right there for you.
Man, this deck has 20 outs to turn 1 draw supporter. How do you still do nothing? Not even nothing. Just not even any playable cards to lower your hand size for the guru that I led. Come on. Come on. Where's Beetle? What? No deck has 20 outs to a supporter. It's absolute madness. And here I am, attached passing again. This Gauntlet's going to be fun tonight, Jack.
Ah, that's a good play, my friend. That's a good play.
What do you think is better, Lucario, Lycanroc, or Zorro Lucario? I think Zorro Lucario is better. I think because Lucario is best when it actually hits the combo to hit 190. Zoroark's the card that accommodates that much better than Lycanroc does.
Oh, I can so easily win with like a Guzma plus energy. Oh wait, an energy card is all he needs actually. Ah. Aha. What am I doing this game? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing this game. What am I doing this game? This whole Twitch thing is really throwing me off. I don't know what I'm doing. Like it's just all gone wrong. It's just all gone wrong. 50, 70. So I can't get that. So I just hit this Lele. Sure, I just hit this Lele. And pray? If he ever gets an energy, I just lose. Okay, I've thrown this game. Even he would do better here. Yeah, I played this game awfully. All he needs now is energy to win in the next 2 turns. He didn't hit it. If he didn't hit it last turn. If he hits the energy 50, 100. So he needs energy Guzma. Sure, I'll do this. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Got nothing left.
I win next turn. Sure. All I need to do is miss energy. Send up Carbink. So now he needs Guzma energy. How did I win this game? Did I win this game?
How did I win? Did I win? Oscar,
If I've won, this is embarrassing. This is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. Oh my god, I won.
I don't think you won. I think he lost.
Poggers! Give me that Lycanroc. No, give me this Buzzwole. Poggers indeed. I mean, this guy's deck was pretty weird.
When you signed the match slip, you both just circled loss.
Neither of us deserved this. He was running DCEs in Buzzwole and Mysterious Treasures and Fury Belts and 2 Mew. Huh. I don't think I should have won that. But hey. We did a thing. Sure. Anyone can win with anything in this game. Yeah, just prove that one. Butterball.
Living proof.
So, chat box still isn't working. We've officially given up on that one.
Rubbish.
What could I fill in this blank? Oh, I know what I can fill in the blank. There's only one thing, really. Let me see if I have an image that I can use. He knows what's coming.
There's only one thing. Really?
Ah, there's a Nidoking.
Yeah.
That wasn't the one I was thinking of, I must admit. OmniPoke. Images. Aha. One of your finest gym jams, please.
Oh, Jim Jam.
So there's no chat box tonight, but maybe this makes up for it. Oh, yes. Get some little Jimmies in the chat, that's right. Look at him. Genius Jack, it's all coming together. It is all coming together. Oh, Benji wants a game. Okay.
I don't think it's Benji. I think it's Rabby. Oh, look at the little Jim Jams.
A wall of Jim Jams. Are you sure it isn't covered up any of the cards? Too many streams have one card covered and it's just annoying because you can see the full list when they're reviewing a deck. What would you do? What would you do without you, Jack? What would I do without me? What would we do without you? I don't know, if I'm honest. Joe's got a toaster right now. But I'm still here. There were fairy types and psychic types and dark types and colourless types. Well, there were dark types, so I'm starting Buzzwole.
Get him.
Oh, it's Omni Jim. It's Jim Jams with Mercy Wings. How beautiful is that?
It's nice to get Arceus Prism Star out the bulk. It was never in the bulk. Totally was in the bulk.
I bought one the other day for 50p.
Bargain.
That right there is a profit. Still not playing Bridget in this list. I still want to try it, perhaps. He can't knock out a Riolu turn 1, right?
Right.
More to the point, there's nothing I want to discard in this hand, so... That's a Lele. A Tapu Lele. That's a Brigetti. How many people are in here right now? 27 people. 27 Omni viewers. I think Pedro is also streaming tonight. So we've got some tough competition. We've got Pedro, Azul, and Pablo. Okay, so we can knock out that Mew, and if we knock out the Mew, what's his response to our Lucario? Eevee. Yeah, there's an Eevee here as well. Sylveon? Oh, Rabioti.
This is his 11-0 deck.
It's not, is it?
Yeah. It wasn't 11-0.
Oh, crikey. Run 4 of these. We can ditch one of these.
The 11 wins and some losses deck.
You don't need to know about the losses. Just remember the wins. No one remembers the losses, Joe.
The losses don't help you learn. Only the wins help you learn. The wins are the things that let you know how good the deck is.
No one ever said, "Oh, I lost because I did this." People say, "Oh, I won because I did this." Listen to this cool play. That's a Zoroark. The Ultra Necrozma counter. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it is, but I don't think this deck has too many issues with Ultra Necrozma.
No.
Anyway, like you can play a better deck that is better against Ultra Necrozma than playing Sylveon, I think, a lot of the time.
You can play a better deck, full stop. Tried to tell him. I tried to tell him.
It is 11-0 though.
It's 11 something.
11 losses. Parallel. That's just rude. Lele. Oh, look at all these cards coming out. Guzma. That's my Remoraid down the drain. So if that is my... No. No. Why? Hello? 30, 50, 70... 30, 50, 70, 100, 200. That's not 210. Ah.
Uh-oh. Does she have a Sorola? Oh, she best not. Oh, beetling hell.
Beetlemon.
She's only gone and done me there. Wow.
So we're doing 30, 50... We're doing 70, so we're doing 140 right now. This is takes us to 90, which is 180. But we'd need to hit exactly choice band from drawing 2. And we've already discarded 2. So I think we're better off sycamoring and trying to find Ultra Ball plus choice band from 6 cards instead. Well, we hit the choice band. If we hit the choice band, we can stretch it for the Buzzwole back next turn and snipe this. That gets played around by Acerolas and stuff. If the Acerolas takes 2 prizes, we can search for Baby Buzzwole and take 2 prizes with Baby Buzzwole, and we're then ahead, and we have a non-prize, a 1-prize attacker in the active. So I think we should still do the 190, and if he Acerolas, he Acerolas. I don't think we're at too much of a loss if he Acerolas. And we're also dealing 30 to something else, probably a Zoroark. We have 2 Guzmas left in deck, so we're definitely going to be able to knock out some of these Zoroarks at some point. Could have actually Lucario, put a float on Buzz and Aura Strike for 110. Would it have been 110? Aura Strike 30, 50, 70, 90. Oh yeah, with Kikui it would have been 110. Okay, yeah, that was what I should have done. Because there was also no way he was then one-shotting a Lucario. Yeah, that would have been the correct play. You're correct, Greg. So he did Ace a Roller, but again, I think it's fine unless he Field Blowers. If he Field Blowers, then it's a bit awkward. I really hope he's not stream sniping me. He's gone through 2 Field Blower, so
Don't think
I
he
don't
would.
feel too worried. Might slow roll the choice band, depends. That is our 3rd choice band, to be fair, but fighting decks do so much damage. I don't think we're going to have an issue with taking prizes, even if we don't have choice band. He's at 4 prizes, so we can easily just get a Sledgehammer KO here and take control of the game again. Don't want to bench this Riolu. I think I do. I think I'm just going to Cynthia. Get ourselves a new hand. We hit the Octillery, which is pretty much what I wanted. We hit our 4th choice band. I'm the worst. I'm not going to attach it. We don't need to. We don't need to attach it just to draw a card. We have a good hand. We have a Guzma, a Kukui, and a Sycamore, so we can do literally anything next turn. There is a Sylveon on your screen right now. And it's not milling me.
Not even.
Not even hammers. Not even hammers.
James Rodriguez. You don't know what that means, do you?
No. And that's why I don't like cricket.
Close. He's a sportsman.
So this means we lose to N. Well, not lose to N, but we're worse against N. We have the Lucario next turn. I think we actually get rid of Diancie here. Lucario always does base 120, so we don't actually need the extra 20 from Diancie. See you, Lucario. You would have got rid of the Lucario. I was thinking about getting rid of the Lucario, but because it's already got 1 energy on it, it can still attack. We can still charge this guy up. There's no way he can one-shot a Lucario. So if he ever has to 2-shot it, we always take the knockout. Plegx against late Buzzwole. But Plegx does nothing. Like... He's 16-2 now. Oh, Rabioti, you make me.
He's a liar. He's such a liar.
You make me smile. 16-2. Good numbers that is, if I'm honest.
You had to say 2 because he just lost to me.
Ah.
I've seen his little phone telling him that he's
Wrong.
lost 3 more.
What do I cut in here in space of a Bridget?
Oh, let me start the stream and see.
Still running 4 float. That's a lot of float stone.
4 float is a lot. What the hell?
It's been so good though. You just don't get stalled.
You've got a Garbodor tool count. What's going on here?
Let's try a third. 1 less float. I do want to try Bridget in here. That's not how you spell Bridget, Jack. Save. 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 I'll have 1 more game on the ladder, and then Joe's going to play some Malamar against me. We're going to see whether Malamar can We're going to see what Malamar's win rate is like against a few different decks. Won't be conclusive proof whether it's good or bad, but it kind of hones in some of our testing at least.
Yeah, it's the hope.
Then, in around an hour and a half or so, we'll chat about what looks good going into Madison. We want to kind of talk about it before. We want to make our predictions, see whether we're correct. And then obviously next week we'll be able to look at Madison results and hopefully start to gauge what may be a good pick for Sheffield.
Haha.
Madison is the last American regionals before NAIC as well. So Madison and then Sheffield is completely what NAIC is going to be based off of. So it's actually a really important tournament this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be quite popular. I think Madison last year was one of the more popular regionals. So I think it could be a very, very good tournament. Very, really good representation of what Standard's like. Now we have Forbidden Light in the meta. We saw Roanoke last weekend. Actually, I haven't watched the stream from Monday. But I know you had a chat about the results, I believe.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Some pretty interesting stuff. Turns out Buzzwell's quite good and expanded as well as Standard now. Yeah.
Seagrove had a nice little round table meta chat as well today.
For Standard?
Yeah.
Who was on?
Connor Lavelle, Kiana Meany, Wambolt, and someone else who I can't remember the name of. I can't remember because his Twitter handle was just a bunch of letters. So, not very helpful.
Why, Deck? The one game I've used Bridget. She's decided to plant herself in the prize cards. I can't.
Sit here for a bit.
I can't sycamore away to Lucarios. Or can I?
Can't or won't.
Maybe I can. I have an N in hand, so I can change my mind last minute. It's fine.
Change my minute.
Change my minute last mind. I'm actually going to retreat into the Lele. If he gets the knockout on the Lele, I'd rather have an Octillery and him go down to 4 prizes. If he goes down to 4 prizes, it activates that Baby Buzz, so if he knocks out the Lele, more power to him. Madison already has 881 people signed up. Yeah, I thought it would be a pretty big tournament, I must admit.
Man, that is poggers.
Sombricus is now following. Hey, congrats on this weekend. We hit the Baby Buzz, but he's not going to be taking 2 prizes here. Back from a 12-hour revision session. I've unfortunately run out of all motivation. I'm really struggling at the moment. It's horrible.
12 hours? That's just not healthy. That's why I don't like cricket.
Thought you followed already, but guess not. No worries. No worries. So, he didn't evolve, which is fantastic.
Agree.
Absolutely fantastic. My motivation is coming from last year. If we hit a Floatstone here, we're taking a knockout on Azurua, which is nice. That's a Regirock. I don't think we ever need Regirock in this matchup because we do enough damage to one-shot Zoroarks all the time anyway. That sounds like non-optimal studying. Mine or Mad Captain's? Mine is non-optimal. I spent the whole day today and I did around 1 sheet of paper. It's just not gone well. And after this, I don't have to think about education for the rest of your life. Wait, are you in 3rd year, Mad Captain? I thought you were in 2nd year. Or are you just dropping out?
Stressing out loads and then dropping. Sounds like every Pokemon tournament I play in.
Do I really need to be playing this game? Would it not be better off at home? Inventing pocket cups.
herself.
Professor Kukui. That's pretty poggers right there. 2140, 160. So we've lost to what I would consider very close to an auto win. Which isn't ideal, if I'm honest.
No.
We can't even hit this man. Because he's just going to hit us back harder. I nearly pressed done there. That's the wrong button. Okay. I actually think I take a Buzzwole here. And I think I just do a poke. Actually, 70. I'm still doing 70. I'm doing too much damage is the issue here. Buzzwole is too good. I really want a Guzma this turn. I don't want to have to hit this Lucario.
Oof. Well, Malamar 2-1 Zorro Rock. No, Zorro Lucario. That's pretty good. 2-1 for it.
Nice.
Thanks to Malamar KOing a Mew EX. Broken.
We hit a Guzma, so now we can Guzma kill the Riolu. We can then poke the Lucario. He can only respond. He can't ever knock us out with the response GX attack. So then we knock out the Lucario the next turn. That seems good.
I'm going to watch for a bit and then we can play games after this one, shall we?
Yeah, cool. Shall we? Can he ever knock me out? 90, 110, 130, 160, 180, 210. If he plays Regirock and a second Kukui and gets a Diancie out and attaches a Choice Band and a Strong Energy, he can knock me out. And I think if he does that, I don't mind conceding. Because that's a pretty good hand. We do open up Baby Buzz to him. His Baby Buzz is doing 120, 140 with a choice, 140 with a strong, 170 with a choice, 190 with a Diancie, so he needs both Pokemon.
How big that little Jimmy is.
He's massive, isn't he?
He's drawing the top card of your deck. He knows what your top deck is, that's why he's smiling.
Yeah. Jack and chat have heard if Joe pulls a secret acrobike from the next set, he'll ride a golden bike on stream. Oh, yes.
Heard it on the grapevine.
Big if true. The anti-Kukui band strong is what he needs, yes. That wouldn't even be enough. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. No, it wouldn't. He needs Regirock as well. 90, 110 for the strong, 130 for the second strong, 160 for the band, 180 for the Kukui, 200 for the Diancie, so he also needs to play a Regirock and get it out. That's a Mewtwo. That's not been that's a Mew EX. None of these cards have been factored into my plans. Hold on. But he's knocking out the Lele. Huh. So now we
win. Yep.
A Lucario and knock him out. And he can't take 3 prizes. And then we evolve another Lucario and knock him out.
Love it.
That sounds like a plan. He needs to hit 190, not 210. Ah! Ha! Yes, Buzzwole has 190. You are correct, Jardim. Bulucast. All we need to do is hit an energy. Easy, right?
I'm waiting for the whiff.
I'm gonna bench it a Riolu, I think.
Yeah, it's not an energy card. Get rid of it.
Uh-oh. Okay, well...
How many unplayables did you draw?
Depends whether I want to evolve a Lucario for no reason. Actually, no, I can fail it, can't I?
This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, exactly.
Fail it anyway. Abyssal Hand save me?
Secret deck.
Mm.
No, not like this. Surely not. Oh, what a mess. He's done you in. You lost, kid.
I'm so close to knocking out with Buzzwole.
Get wrecked.
I'm so close to knocking out with Buzzwole.
Jack, it's got 190 hit points. It's fine. Ooh, look at him. He's not happy about this, is he? If only he played Baby Buzz, man.
I do.
Would make... Oh, you do?
He's just not here.
You could have pulled it out with a Brooklet Hill.
Didn't I get the Brooklet after I benched the Riolu? I think I got the Brooklet.
Nah. They were both in your hand.
In that case, I should have got Regirock, because it meant this was...
Oh! You clown shoes. Oh, Jack, you've made some errors here, haven't you?
All in 1 million. Have I gone through? Yes, I have. Okay.
Time for you to start scratching your head.
They have 3 prizes. Exactly. So we haven't lost.
I meant to promote it this turn for a backup option. But anyway.
And the more Zoroarks he gets out, the easier our life becomes. Though this Mew is basically a Zoroark.
This game, right? They must have... If they can protect the active, they win, basically.
Every misplay increases the size of Little Jimmy by 1%. It'll cover the screen.
He's going to drink that jar and his arm will get massive like Popeye.
See his little stick for his arm right here. Maybe a stick. It'll be a muscular boy. Come on, friend. End me. End this madness, yeah.
Has he done you in?
Madness.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, floats down as well, sure.
So again, we just need to find an energy card this time. Not even a special energy card, just any energy card. If I can pair it with an N, that'd be Nectarines. Do we take that risk?
You don't win otherwise.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Unfortunately, that wasn't the answer I wanted to hear, but... We have 6 energy in deck. We have a 27 card deck. 6 over 27 is 2 and 9. This is fine. 2 and 9 cards. Oh, we have a 26 card deck. We did hit an energy. Okay. Look at this. It's all coming together.
Now time to do the maths for him to hit a Guzma. Seeing 6 cards.
So you're telling me I need parallel. How many more exams have I got? I have 3 more. One on Saturday, one on Monday, one on Thursday. Saturday's one I'm pretty screwed for, and because I have to revise a lot for Saturday's one, I'm pretty screwed for Monday's one, and I'm pretty screwed for Thursday's one because it's really hard. So I'm not looking forward to these 3, if I'm honest. including puzzle draws. Stop.
You know that the first trade is double puzzle straight away.
He mallowed. Oh, that just gets double puzzle and he wins. Oh dear. I was like, oh, that's not a Guzma.
I don't know. How does he win? Oh, it gets him Mew.
He gets him double puzzle. Mew DCA, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe he prized one fall. There's one prize left.
GG.
So we lost the auto win, but that's fine.
That's not an auto win.
Sounds like uni exams haven't changed much. I mean, it's been partly me to blame. Like, I probably could have put more time in at the start of the year than I did, and because of that, I'm paying for it now. But if anything, like, I can't change that, so I might as well do what I can now and just grind it next year.
Right, I will now pause so you can have a proper selection of deck.
Cool. My fault on this Regirock prize. Yeah, I threw that game. I should have got Regirock to guarantee the knockout on the Zoroark, because then it puts me at 2 prizes, and then...
Then you never lose, basically.
Yeah, then I win. That shows you how good of a matchup is, though. Like, I had a horrible turn, 1 or 2 hand. Oh my... Whoa. All of these bits! Benji, you absolute genius.
Like the cupcakes.
That cup is nearly full. All because of you. Been some donations from other people, but there's a lot of bits from you right there. Cheers, Benji. I appreciate it. So we're going to play sort of an hour and 20 minutes of just against Malamar. Malamar's a deck that me and Joe are still kind of potentially considering. So we want to see how consistent it is and whether it can beat decks, stuff like that. It's just as important, even if, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who wins here, but it also potentially doesn't matter who wins, because we also want to see how consistent the deck is as it on its own. So even if it has a really, really high win percentage here, if the deck's not consistent, it's probably not a consideration for an event like Sheffield. And if the deck still is consistent but loses out a lot, but only by margins, it may still be a consideration. That's more likely maybe some kind of tech choices we could make. So, you know, this is kind of our way of testing to see whether a deck is worth putting more time into before regionals, or whether it's better off as maybe a cup deck and we should look at playing something else.
Is Tommy Roberts a known player? Yeah, of course he is.
He was like #1 in the UK for a long old time.
He's the OG. He's the UK granddaddy.
How are we judging consistency? That's more on Joe's side of the field. He'll be able to see whether he feels whether the deck does what it wants to enough. My task is to just stop it.
Is Buzzgarb still viable? I think it's pretty reasonable. I haven't found the right way to play energies yet.
What?
Because I want to play rainbows in Buzzgarb. But I also want to play either elixirs or B-strings. And trying to juggle all of that is really weird. So at the moment I'm playing like 5 basic energy and 2 B-strings. And that just sounds weird to say out loud, you know?
But it's been working. That's the irony is it's not awful.
Weavile Zoroark, good. Weavile Zoroark is one of the most positive Malamar matchups out there, but also one of the most negative Buzzrocks. So it's like playing the most polarized build of Zoroark possible.
Yeah, that's how I felt with the deck. Zorak Weavile is, like you say, very matchup dependent. I could see it doing well if it just manages to dodge enough Buzzwoles to get into day 2. You just have to play Mesprit. That's something I've seen on Azul's channel today, and I've seen quite a few people talking about it over the past 24 hours. I do want to try it. I don't think I'm going to try it tonight, just because I don't like. My brain is mush. I don't want to think tonight. I just want to play against a specific
That's
deck.
good. I want to test it, Jack. You don't want to think.
That's why I'm playing a dark type, and you've started Necrozma. I've rigged it.
Rigged.
Zoro Weavile is better than Zoro Sylveon, I can say for sure. That one, I'm quite certain on.
I wonder how many people will actually play Mesprit Uxie. It's a thing that sort of cropped up over the last, like, 2 or 3 days.
Mm.
People think it's the answer.
I don't hate it. I must admit, I don't hate it.
It's good old non-GX getting 1-hit KOs.
That's the thing. Like, I've literally just watched it, put in some work.
But at the end of the day, like... Oh, I don't know.
It's by no means flawless. It's by no means flawless. How scared am I of Black Ray? Let's answer that after I've traded.
Love it. Shouldn't the question be... The question should be how much you want to hit Floatstone.
Yes. It's also, if you Black Ray, you still have your energy on you, and Mewtwo is then a good attacker.
Right there. He's right there.
I think
staring me down.
It's not necessarily a win-win, but it's somewhat of a not loss-loss.
Yes.
You'll not Black Ray. Maybe you won't. I have to consider it, but...
Contra, you're playing just the just ability lock garb. I'm thinking Trash Lunch is really good.
Here's Prismatic Burst. What's my response?
It's kind of why you wanted to hit a Floatstone.
Yeah. I don't think this is good yet. Oh. I think I do it.
TYVM.
So I didn't hit a float.
Sick. I can win now.
I did hit an elixir though.
What?
Honestly, I just wanted to hear the reaction.
I'm scared.
Corner Puppy would have been pretty cool. Corner Puppy would have been pretty cool. I don't play Corner Puppy though. I play Surprise Puppy. Play Peekaboo Puppy.
Surprise Puppy.
What? That's what this attack's called. Surprise attack. Surprise Puppy.
Nectarine discard right there.
What was that? That was double Floatstone. For a Guru. You've gone wrong.
You
Third Floatstone. Oh, as if. Hello. Huh? Yeah. Oh, you play elixirs. You need to hit an elixir. Oh, your hand's so small. Bit jar hype. Cheers, H2. Oh, Floatstone was the next card, Joe. Oh wait, no, you.
I end.
Yeah, okay, cool. That makes me feel less mad.
You could have borrowed one of my 3.
Wish I had. Oops.
Okay.
Nectarine equal good. Nectarines is good.
Nectarines are very good.
It's a derivative of nectar. Jack, a Jurassic Park themed adventure game just like Pokemon Go was just released. IRL Dino Boys. Oh, yes. I actually downloaded Pokemon Go. Not downloaded. I went on Pokemon Go today for the first time after the news just to see.
I think that's exactly what they wanted to happen.
Yeah.
They want everyone to do exactly that.
Caught myself in a Alolan Egg Boy.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dr. Eggman.
Okay. So he knocks me out. And then I knock him out and end him.
Genius.
Pokemon Go is still huge. Printing money with that game.
Yeah, they really are. It makes sense to try and support it. Pokemon Quest is definitely an oddball game, though.
I didn't even look into that. I haven't even.
It's just very, very out there.
It looked like Lego. They look like Lego Pokemon.
Yeah.
Right, has Joe done a Joe thing and drawn good cards off of this end too? Where's Luke? Luke said he was going to be here in 5 minutes, about half an hour ago. Has Joe drawn good cards?
Good question.
He's got the monkey jackets over. This monkey's currently doing nothing for him.
Mate. Don't you ever.
Tell me what my monkey can and can't do.
No euphemisms here, but my monkey is going places.
That's an inky. That's one inky boy. Draw some cards. Cook some chicken. Did a chump move earlier. I bought one donut. Will that ever be enough?
Ugh.
So he's going for the psychic. What the hell does he know? Psychic might be the attack name, but it's not a psychic type. Oh dear. Oh, I so could have played around this. So annoying. I should have done things differently last time. Ah. Aha.
Target whistle. Chump move. 1 donut.
You'd need a pretty good hand. You'd need a pretty good hand.
Hello there.
What about if I do that? No, can't do that. You'd need a
fucking N. Easy clap.
That was the plan.
No basic Pokemon.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen?
Absolutely perfect.
Okay, so that means I have to bench the Lele.
What's wrong with that?
It's a win condition.
How? You've already got one on your board.
So I shouldn't have got the N from the puzzle. I should have got something else. Okay. The more you know. Learning. Learning with Jack. That's genuinely useless. Get out of here. Is that a sycamore, Joe? Don't. Because if it's a sycamore, my turn changes almost definitely. But I have to assume it's not a sycamore, right? Actually, I'm against Joe. I have to assume it is a sycamore. Is it still better to do this anyway? I haven't gone through any Guzmas yet. If he has... Okay, so no one card knocks me out. I don't think. So is it better to just kill a Malamar here? I think it is. I actually think it's better to just kill a Malamar.
No.
Why not?
You give me instruct. You don't want to give me instruct.
But if you only have one Malamar, you can't knock anything out, right? Because you can only attach 3. Oh, you have elixirs.
I can evolve an elixir.
Oh. Okay, you can elixir.
I think you always kill a Rangaroo here.
Okay. I'm still playing around. You're not playing elixirs. You definitely play elixirs now. Okay.
Elixirs are standard.
To be fair, maybe evolving the Rockruff was still correct there because I still lose to like some Lele combo, I guess. Because then you have to deal 130 minimum. So me evolving there didn't matter. Okay. Interesting. I don't think it helped you started Dawn Wings there.
Do you not think?
So hopefully that won't happen this time.
I think getting rid of free floatstone didn't help either, really.
Luke Kirkham, are you alive?
Okay, my dude.
Hmm. Come here. Did someone say float stones? Absolute clown, I've messaged you both. If it's on Facebook, I don't have my Facebook open.
Dude, you know the drill. Let me add you to Skype.
Could have maximised here, but I don't think I think I want to, because I have to discard this card. So I think we just take the risk in not hitting that. No, that's probably wrong. I probably should have just discarded that card. I probably should have then done it then, even though I'd already made the misplay. Because actually, it's better for me to have.
Hello.
Aha.
Here he is.
I did message Jack in Skype as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's quite awkward. Where is it? Oh, I haven't got a message. Oh.
Really?
I feel less bad now. Still slightly bad.
Have you changed your Skype?
Not in the past 6 months, 8 months.
Ah, okay. I swear I heard you telling
I
Jamal
told-
the other night.
I told Tamar I had, yeah, but I don't think I've only started.
But he was just lying.
Wow, poor Jamal.
Yeah, I told him how, but it's not true.
No, I just haven't spoken to Tamar in about a year on Skype.
Oh dear.
And I hate him.
Oh, not the monkey. He's such a trooper. Why is he going down so soon?
He's going down to
Oh, no.
Chinatown.
I just accidentally mix-clicked when logging into PTCGO, remember my password, and turned it off, and I don't know what it is. So now I'm in a bit of trouble the next time I log back in.
Oh dear. Oh, balls.
You're testing against each other.
Yeah. Putting Malamar through the
With the hoops.
hoops
Oh.
so that we can bin it with confidence.
Mm.
It's been doing well. Can't beat Zoroark deck, so.
Only Wobbuffet was fixed.
Mhm.
CGI. We could actually test it.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Have you tried SP on Black Ray?
Yeah. You know,
Very
we
good.
tested it. Tested it early doors, didn't we?
But have you tested it online since? I don't know if you've tested it.
Not a
since.
huge amount. I mean, it's one of those things. It's a game one sort of play, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It does get them by the danglies, though.
I actually don't think I do this because I lose to Guzma if I do that.
Do.
Similarly with this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outs. Oh, we run 4 choice band. We can at least do this.
Do it.
Okay, we hit one of the outs. That's good.
4 choice band, you maverick.
Damage is good. Kill them till they're dead.
That's pretty dead.
Oh, he's going for Regirock, I understand.
Nah, he's not going for that.
My monkey! No!
Dunzo.
Daddy!
Dunzo.
Quad Regirock, let's do it.
So the upsides and downsides to this play, he can now GX me.
GG.
But if he GXs me, I could potentially take some Malamar prizes instead. If he doesn't GX me, I can hopefully knock out the GX. It's only second Malamar plus energy in the bin, so Mysterious Treasure plus 2 energy in hand. There's the Malamar, so 2 energy in hand. Plus a discard card. It needs 2 energy in hand, essentially. There's one. No, that's a...
And he's uncharacteristically quiet over
yeah,
there.
that's not an energy card, that's a Giratina. Huh.
That's a what now?
Did
You heard
Joe
it.
not want to play his spell? Cheeky headset of me. I think it's-
Oh, I discards a card from their hand, broken.
That'd be quite good in this hand.
Whew.
These are some good cards.
That wouldn't be too shabby, would it?
Okay, there's an attachment. Has he got a second? Yes, he has.
Dead.
To the moon.
Fly me to the moon.
Joe, have you tried Espeon Wob in 2018?
I haven't.
Why on earth not?
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, what was that sound?
Yeah.
So, this has gone wrong. It was kind of meant to, though, but...
It was meant to go wrong.
I mean, you're a psychic deck and I'm a fighting deck. I don't mean it. I was meant to play it wrong. I meant it's not a good matchup.
Thoughts on one escape rope?
Would be quite good, if I'm honest.
Oh man, Rope could be coming back, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people playing Mewtwo GX. I think it's a horrible card. let's play Escape Rope instead of a Float Stone. Or multiple,
Yeah.
even.
Because if you play 3 floats, I don't see a problem with 2 float and a rope.
One or two
Obviously,
ropes,
getting there at the
yeah.
right time is difficult, but
Feels like it'd be very good in a Zoroark deck. Just you draw into it and absolutely melt them. Though I guess you don't really
I don't
need it in
think-
Zoro anyway.
you got Thingy as well, haven't you? You got Guzma. Escape rope,
Lightning
Guzma,
Rod,
shenanigans.
Yeah.
Let's force him to have Guzma.
Oh, go on then. Force me. I dare you.
100% got it.
No, I definitely don't.
Fly me
Play
to
a
the
Regirock,
moon.
interesting. Has this math been useful?
Means you can one-shot Zoroark with a Jet Punch. Which is nice.
Ain't that the truth?
You can do it with
Oh
a...
god, DX can do it as well.
You can do it
DX.
with a strong energy instead of a beast energy. So you need, like, you have 5 outs. It's technically 4 more outs to being able to turn one a Zoroark. You need 1 more card, but not turn one, but to be able to one-shot a Zoroark, you need 1 more card.
Yeah.
But in that matchup, you don't need, like, you need 2 Buzzwoles and a Baby Buzz as attackers. So I think you can.
See, when I keep saying that paralleling Buzz would be so good, just look at that bench. Think what you could do here.
Yeah. Would be quite good. It's just the space. Laura makes fun of you, Jack. Mark, why you gotta hurt my feelings?
You've been had.
Knock this out. Knocks me out. You know what? I'll take that.
I've never seen a living raccoon.
Only dead ones? What?
Only see him on the side of the road, dead.
Thanks, pal.
I'm pretty sure you've seen all the Marvel films.
He's not a raccoon, is he?
He is.
He'd have you if he said that.
He would.
Holy poggers. Holy poggers indeed.
You swing me right round.
That's
Holy
what
poggers.
energy you got there. Hello, friend.
Jack.
Mm.
I think you've lost this, Jack.
I think I've lost this, Luke.
No, I'm all right, Laura. Don't worry about it.
If I'd hit Choice Band, I could have hit with Baby Buzz there and had this for the response on the Necrozma. But I didn't hit Choice Band, and I had a very unworkable hand. I should have played this card. 100%. But other than that, I don't think there was much I could have done with that hand.
Play Super Rod.
Yes.
Wow, you do. Wow, that's not very your card.
Me? I don't know. I'd say I've played Super Rod more than Rescue Stretcher. In general.
Really?
Yeah. I've
I
played
like
decks
to play
like
both.
I've played
Because
decks
that's the
like
kind of clown I am.
Guardian.
Luke's binder, literally first page, 9 super rods.
No, 8 Super Rods, 1 Stretcher.
1 stretcher.
Gold Stretcher in the middle. Because I've played decks like Guardian, Magnezone and stuff. It's all so much better to play Super Rod. So you're telling me there's not a
what I call
chance?
check.
Luckily, it's not checkmate.
If only you had at least 1 energy in that you could swing around and not get the knockout. You need both heads, wouldn't you?
Luke, do you want to talk about the old blocking? Or no?
I just said it's fine. She took a photo of me in bed, and so she said she'd delete it, but then she sent me the photo, so it's forever on Facebook. So my only solution to getting rid of the photo was to block her.
Ah, smart. I like
that's way back. That's been a long time.
Yeah, only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Why'd you concede?
Question mark.
So what have we learned? Loses to Zoroark, beats Buzzwell.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. We've learned what we already know.
I mean, I don't have many of the decks, if I'm honest.
That's fine.
Let's just lose to Zoroark more and win against Buzzwell more, I guess. The jar's nearly full. If we fill the jar tonight, I'll give away a pack.
Luke will release the
boy.
photo that he...
Oh, yes. Jack playing a real
Oh,
deck
dear.
on Poggers. What is this? Good news, Jack. Go on, Mark. This isn't going to be good news. We're fighting Akinairo.
That little grin. Not even the Mark face, just the little
Did somebody say
positive vibes face.
Pack Matt's champ.
Oh boy, that's interesting hand you have there.
It's going to be an interesting turn one, I think.
If only you played Floatstone.
Right, settle yourself down. How would Floatstone help in this situation? What?
Just don't question it.
It 100% wouldn't help in this situation. What are you on about? I could attach a Floatstone
You
to
could
a
have started
Lapras.
Manaphy.
I could have started Manaphy.
Accelerated, dead. Game
Well,
over.
I wouldn't have been able to accelerate
Scoop 'em up.
because these 2 Aqua Patches are getting discarded, aren't they? It's all
No.
gone wrong.
Cynthia into the bee's knees.
I genuinely think I might Cynthia instead, just because These are quite good cards.
You cannot get rid of that hand. That would be
No.
vomit
Third,
noise.
wouldn't it?
You're right there, Jack.
It's a pretty good turn one, isn't it?
Just had a turn there.
Mm.
Don't know about you.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but I'm collecting this turn.
Got to collect them all.
Do you want to get end, yeah?
Please.
They're all prized, mate. Sorry.
Oh, just play
Never
Mewtwo
lucky.
GX. Instead of playing Mewtwo GX, just play Ranger. Helps get good Ninja as well.
It
That's
does.
a card. And it's searchable with Lele.
Also true. But so is Guzma.
But then you get to kill that Clown Fiesta.
What deck are we even talking about that will play the Ranger?
All of them.
Every deck.
Everyone.
I did lose to a Miss Magius Garbodor last night, so
Oh dear.
Interesting.
wish I had me a Ranger.
What were you playing?
Zorro Lucario. No basic energy.
Oh, very good.
I puzzled all my Guzmas. And lost,
Pray.
obviously.
That does sound a bit clown. I played against that the other day as well. But I beat it with Buzzwole, so that told me everything I need to know. Did well and expanded though, didn't it?
Yeah. Top 8'd. So we get knocked out here. That's not ideal.
Jardim knows. Jardim knows the score.
Puzzle it back. Cancel shadow stitching. Because you've hard drawn into your 2 puzzles, so you don't have to trade into them.
Hey, play Ranger. Trade. Get your puzzles.
Get it
Well
back.
done.
Ready for next turn.
Yeah,
Bleeding
job's a
coming.
good one.
Tell you what, Luke. If I'd had a float stone turn 1, this would be great.
You would have. Knockout. Game over.
Dunzo.
Ah, can't even mineral pump now.
No.
Disappointing.
Mineral pump.
So this card doesn't have a deck. No, that's the wrong way around. This deck doesn't have a problem with Moonlight if you got that cheeky little card.
Moonlight. Means Eclipse.
Yep, that's very close to what I said.
Jet guys.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
What a great geyser.
These are all weak. Here we go. Combos are starting. He's revving up the engine. I can feel it.
Rubbing my hands together. Oh, Christ.
This is where he's going to get energy switch and not enough energy where Floatstone would get it. I'm telling you. Oh, yep, shock. Actually happened.
Luke just described my hand to you, Joe.
If only it was a Floatstone.
I can't remember the spaces you said that you'd changed. Double E switch and what other card?
One mana fee.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to try it. As stubborn as I am, I'll have to try it.
And you know how much I love E-Switch. Come on.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of E-Switch, but just
Chat box
Just
isn't
doesn't have
working.
the space.
It's also safer against Zoroark to not have to play Manaphy in every situation.
yeah.
Come on. Oh, wow. Literally none of the cards. Zero cards right there.
Just pass it over to me, mate.
That's what? Very good.
So many good cards I could have drawn there. I'm going to have to give you a Lele, sir. Deserved? Aura?
Offer yourself up to me like a good boy.
That's what I
Okay,
don't
man,
like.
skip him up.
Never lucky.
We had the field blow as well. He's just got it all.
4-card hand. Had 2 sycamores in it. Why not?
Let's just put Lele back in there real quick for later on.
Pop him in.
Joke's on him, really. He's assuming I'm taking a prize.
Oh, it's all going on. So I've seen a mysterious treasure, discarding a mysterious treasure, broken.
That's a combo. Never lucky. 59 whole people in here right now.
How's it going?
Just gonna quickly.
Anyone in the chat got any cups or any tournaments this weekend?
Are you doing Loughborough this weekend?
I most certainly am.
Cool.
Is it full, Loughborough?
No.
Oh my god.
So this is even more awkward because he didn't knock me out. So there's a gain is an energy I can't. Tell you what, Joe, you've played this well.
Cheers. It's actually because I missed a float stone. I definitely would have gone. I definitely would have gone more aggressive, but forget it.
All part of the plan.
Played well. I agree.
Couldn't agree more.
Thanks for that comment, really, guest.
Do I need to... do I ever win this game if I get rid of Volk? Do I ever win this game if I ever get rid of Volk?
Have the other guys gone offline now?
I haven't checked. If I get rid of Volk, I have to assume I'll get the knockout. If I get the knockout, how does he respond? He responds by doing that.
Magic Harry.
My response doesn't look good. Imagine if you played Floatstone. Yeah, I mean... nice if I played Floatstone. I'm definitely going to try it up this game. I'm willing to give it a go.
I've still got Archie's Blastoise built on my PTCGO. Aww.
What a day.
I say I've got it built. I've got 59 cards of it because I may have traded away my computer search and then not ground out to get the computer search.
Oh, what an error.
Embarrassing.
That is actually shocking. At least they'll be cheaper now, though, right? Or were they all locked versions? I don't know.
Yeah, they were all locked.
They're all locked. They're all locked, and I did the same. And they were a little bit cheaper, but they weren't much cheaper, unfortunately.
No. It's fine. You're merching them.
The worst part is I had 2.
Wait, did you trade them both?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you clown.
I don't need that, and I don't need that.
I had one that I traded for 35 packs, and I didn't quite reach it, and I traded mine back for like 20 packs, so I made 15 packs on it, but
broken.
Gross Meta is now followed. Welcome to the team, Gross Meta.
Ready for some more deck thinning?
I don't think I've ever completed a ladder in my life. I can't play that
I've
much
completed
Pokemon.
1 or 2.
I can't play that much Pokemon without going insane.
I think that's the point. It's just a carrot on a stick that no one actually.
Yeah. Except Tord. Tord's got 12 playsets of all of the full art supporters right now.
He's got it all.
I think Mark completes it most months or most runs because he streams most days.
Good effort.
Who needs Guzma?
Even in like months where I don't like right now. I'm only on like 200 jolts because I just don't have the time because of exams. But even in months where I just have nothing on, I just can't play that much Pokemon.
It's not physically possible.
What's it called? Is that the official name? Jolts.
Jolts, bolts. I don't know. Something like that. Pokemon is fun. Hey, second month resub from Trainers in now. Cheers to the support. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was good play.
That Black Ray coming up. Oh dear. Oh dear, me dear.
Mark just does it for the packs.
Real talk.
Is there another reason?
I think your win condition there is nope, they've got to stand in. We'll say you can hug, but you can't.
He hasn't got a standing.
It's not on the board.
Oh, is it not?
No. I think my win condition is N and Pray. Ding 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 ding. N and Pray sounds good to me. We do have an N. Okay, cool. That was a
surprised.
Slight concern. Casual 500 damage. That'll be layable soon. In 6 months' time.
Oh, he's got the field blower. And actually makes sense then.
Did it not before? That's worrying. I thought it did.
No, because I can just energy drive.
Oh yeah, of course. How would you feel if I told you I didn't have an N?
Ecstatic.
I'd be positively buzzing.
Positively ghastly.
Start up the mineral pump. What? Wind up the mineral pump real quick.
Wind it up.
Without Baby Volk, I feel like you're delaying inevitable here.
I don't know how much
You
Baby
saw
Volk
Baby
would have...
Volk.
I don't think Baby Volk would have helped though, because he just would have fed me Malamars, right?
Well, you could have GX attacked, then come in and hit it with Volk. Hope it
Oh,
didn't have
yeah. As an attacker, yeah. Fair enough. I think, like you say, though, I'm just delaying the inevitable here. If you have a Guzma, I don't. Okay.
Yeah, of course he has.
Like I say, I don't want to spend the time. Guzma me, bro. Oh, look at this BM.
I don't have it in hand.
Oh, I thought you said you do have it in hand.
Yeah, I thought you
Okay.
said you do.
Okay.
Yet.
You lost the game not attacking 2 turns in a row. Pretty much. I couldn't attack 2 turns in a row. I had a pretty horrible start, to be fair. Turns out float stones would be good in this deck. So they're going to go right in. Straight in my basket.
We are the same person. It's just
It's horrible. It's honestly horrible.
You're lucky.
That's why I don't like cricket. So...
God's sake, I almost spat out my drink then.
So what if Mineral Pump is actually the play? No, he always does
How many
190.
cards has he got left in deck?
He always does
How many Guzmas has he
190.
used?
These 3 Guzmas.
So I need to get a knockout with Hug. Is what you're telling me.
Yeah. I think you've used all 4 choice band, haven't you?
Okay, let's get some float stones in that, and let's go again.
Okay.
Aquabox. I also completely agree with Benji's comment. They shouldn't be called Aquabox. They should be called Turbo Lapras.
Playing against Joe before and then being told it was Jack. Such a downgrade. Laura, we were playing today.
Such a downgrade. Right, Laura, stop this. I guess the play, but just conceded. Don't worry, Mark, I conceded. Turbo Lapras.
I don't know if my screen just froze. It genuinely looked like you put about 8 float stones in then.
Don't tell him, Luke.
Laura, you played me. Jack was streaming, right? But now we're playing each other, just to make things confusing.
Team OmniPoke is me. A Pokemon Trader is Joe. Did I pick the right deck? I didn't see.
Just to confuse matters.
That's why you lost, Laura. I can see why you're confused, because you're thinking that you faced Jack and didn't win. That's where the confusion comes in.
Well
I can't
played.
believe Laura made a comment about enter 1 and get Guzman for game. The amount of time she's done that against me is just infuriating.
4 float for a skateboard. A skateboard would be pretty good. Helps with the mirror so they can't ice beam you.
Oh, broken.
Absolutely broken.
Yes, exactly. Luke is
So Luke is your OmniPoke.
Luke is unknown 87. Enter 2, get 2 puzzle. That's pretty good. Teach me.
And then she went on a period of getting end on PTCGO to 2 or 3, getting 2 puzzles, and she kept screenshotting it and sending it to me.
Look, Luke. Look at this.
What are the odds? Have it again.
She's been practicing it.
Oh, Bridget, you big beetle. That changes my turn, doesn't it? Okay. Looks like we're doing more things this turn than I thought I was going to do.
Oh, yes.
So, Joe, your screen name is Team OmniPoke Trader, right?
Team Omni Gym.
Mine is a Pokepoke. A Pokemon Poke.
Oh, Lord.
Laura, isn't it past your bedtime?
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Dirty stop out.
It's really Laura, is it, Tamal?
Laura's not here, so I can't even check. Just imagine a parallel dropping down right now.
Shut it, Kirkham.
Absolute kapow.
This deck loves being paralleled, mate.
Relishes it.
It yearns for it.
It's like, oh, parallel,
Needs
please.
it.
Please.
Needs it. Limit my bench. I dare you. I'm listening to you to put me to sleep. Take it as a compliment. Why is there an Orangaroo? 'Cause it's Joe.
Mark loves Oranguru.
Joe Bernard. So we could get some water cards in the bin right here, and we could collect.
I don't know why you have so much hate for Oranguru though, Mark. It's a card that gets you game, you know? It's a safety net. Obviously the weakest safety net, the flimsiest safety net possible, but it's a 1-card safety net.
Wait, we can't. Ah, we didn't hit a floatstone. Okay.
You would have hit an E-switch.
I was wrong. Would have hit any. Oh wait, no, we do. We attach an energy for turn. Okay, I'm good at this game. This is easy.
Do you want to collect?
I think
No,
so.
your hand must be trash. Okay.
I think I want to collect anyway, right? I don't want you to kill a Manaphy.
You'd prefer me to kill a Lapras? You'd prefer me to kill a Lapras?
No, you wouldn't. Not a Lapras with a choice band. You mad?
We don't need choice bands. We just bulk him, right? Dude, Parallel is the best card in the game. Parallel's pretty good.
Every deck I build at the minute, I'm thinking, how can I fit a parallel
How do I
in
fit
here real
parallels
quick?
in here?
Just a sneaky one. I actually do need to Guzma you though. That's the shame here.
See, it was all part of the plan. I knew that.
Unless we get lucky from a 2-card guru.
Guru. The Maverick, that is.
Well, there was no incessant giggling, so I think he didn't get lucky.
No.
Cool.
No giggles.
No giggles today. Prismatic burst. So, let's assume we hit a float stone. We send up the Remoraid.
It's got it all.
Yeah, the monkey's bad when there's parallel. You're right, Mark. That's why we also play Stretcher. Recover him.
Get him back in line.
Get back in my bench slot.
Excuse me.
The thing is, though, Mark, it's like saying, why play Octillery when there's parallel? You know, it doesn't line up. Just because, I mean, I know bench space is always tight for this deck, but it doesn't change the fact that you still want to have a defense against
The Dark Arts.
the Dark Arts.
Why do we speak, Joe?
I was trying to make a point.
Let's
When you chime in.
forget about that point real quick. Ignore that.
Let's put a pin in that for a second.
This in theory is quite a bad matchup if Lapis does what it's meant to do, isn't it?
It's not an ideal matchup. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I'd like to hit a Brooklet Hill, please.
Now, you didn't take those out for those then, did you? Because that would not be wise.
I hope not.
He's going for it. He's going for it.
I don't have float. Would have gone for it. Threatening him.
What, the random card?
Yeah, mate.
Interesting.
You best be careful. Best hold on to all your best ones.
I think I can never be upset if you discard a card from his hand.
They're all water energies. Keeping the game away, boys.
He
Got
didn't
a lot of
GX
field blowers
me.
going on, didn't he?
Ha! There was no GX attack.
Even on prizes, you clown shoes.
Oh yes, that's what that GX attack does. You're quite right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't Octillery. So we have to try and hit 2 elixirs. I haven't played any patches yet.
We did the Melbourne results. Yeah, they were on
Monday.
Monday, wasn't it?
Monday, yeah. Alongside Roanoke. Or before Roanoke, even. So that's on the YouTube now.
If I attach this float stone here... I think I have to
Use
attach
hog.
this float stone here.
what will be the outcome.
You just have to think, Mark, that I'm not even going to talk about it.
Forgot to change the title. I should have changed the title.
It may have been when Twitch wasn't working.
Twitch broke earlier on, so it could it could well have been when Twitch was having a bit of a...
Twitch was being temperamental for me as well.
Yeah,
Just
it was universal.
It
was universal, yeah. It wasn't just us.
Can I discard another energy card? Is that what you're asking me to do, game?
Well, you got to know Xerneas is busted.
Honestly, don't get. I've tested so much Xerneas in the past couple of months. I've tried that new that it just feels meh.
Yeah. Poor Xerneas.
I benched the Remoraid this turn, right?
Yes.
I think I did.
Oh boy.
I need 3 very good cards here.
What you need is an energy switch.
Guess what I drew?
Oh no, not a float stone. Don't believe it.
I have 3 Aqua Patch in the bottom quarter of my deck.
Never Lukey. Keeping them safe from Shadow Claw.
Shadow Claw. Ah! You're quite right. You're quite right. Have that.
Just have it.
Have that. After the stream, I'll send you some exam hacks. Some set like Joe top decks, please. Please, I need them.
Need some top decks.
Laura, you were testing with Jamal, and I literally hadn't been to sleep that night. After stream Monday, I did not sleep until Tuesday night.
You surprised me, Luke.
Who are you and what have you done?
Shocking revelation. And then it was one of the busiest days at work ever. I was like, this is definitely what I need.
Absolute Neo revelation.
Do you always talk this much, Joe?
Oh boy, that Tina's getting there.
Coming in.
Pretty angry.
He's getting his claws out.
Nothing you can do about it. Apart from laugh.
I mean, it's 4, just a 4. Just a 4.
For the cheap price of 4.
So there's 2 cards in my hand that I'd like to keep, Joe. But one of them is all yours.
Okay. Okay.
Which one do you think?
I'm just thinking about if I want to play a card or not.
Do it.
God, he's right.
Oh, he did it for me. What a great guy.
Yeah.
Which card do you want, pal? Oh, balls.
Water energy.
That was one of the good ones.
Sick.
So we're gonna go for a Guzma here, I think. Ha, that's quite typical, isn't it?
So I'm taking Aquabats, didn't you?
Yeah. Actually, it doesn't matter at all. I have another one on the bench. Come on, Guzma. There he is.
You didn't booklet.
There aren't any valid targets.
Folk Prism.
Is prized.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's a no then.
That's a no valid target situation of ourselves there then.
How much HP does Tina have?
110.
130.
Oh, 130, sorry.
Oh my lord, he's a monster.
I know.
He's a monster.
Someone slow him down. I dare you.
Or a bench of GX Pokemon.
Let's have a think about that. It's very tempting. Okay.
Oh, you clown. Actually, it doesn't matter. That's not.
Is the Giratina worth it, Joe?
I don't
Has it
know.
been worth it?
I think if I was to play Malamar at Sheffield, I would play it. So,
And a lot of Greninja floating around, isn't there?
I mean, there's talk of it being tier 2, and that talk is nonsense.
Yeah.
But if it makes people play it, then you got to play your Tina.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did anyone else see that? Am I going crazy? Luke, check that. You might be too far.
What happened?
It said I only had one Aqua Patch in deck, and then I just drew 2 off of the. I thought I had 2. Then I brooked it in the deck, and there was only 1. I was like, oh wait, I miscalced. I need to hit the Aqua Patch off the prize now. And then I auxiliaried and I have 2.
It's a bit of a beetle.
I don't get it.
GG.
Uh-oh. Am I getting Black Raid?
Yeah.
You had 7 in deck when you played Elixir. Oh! It was from Elixir, not... Okay, that makes sense. I thought I brooklited. That makes more sense. Okay. So it actually would have been better to knock you out with the damaged one. There. If I knocked you out... If I'd knocked the Dawnwings out with the damaged one, you would have had to Guzma to damage another one to then Black Ray the turn after. Otherwise, you would have had to Shadow Claw the damaged one and take 2 prizes, and there wouldn't be a damaged one for you to Black Ray anymore. Oh no, but then you just Prismatic Burst me.
But he just kills.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Okay. I was trying to work out whether it was... Because when on the actual turn, I wasn't sure which one was right.
What you need to be doing is playing a Lana.
I'm surprised you didn't end me that turn. Did you have none left?
I think it was in the deck, just not drawn from the auxiliary.
That is a beetle. So I would have had to hit my 1 stretcher.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
I still had a lot of Lele and supporter outs though to dig because I didn't need to Guzma.
Yeah.
Dig.
But still.
Last game, and then we'll look at some decks
Yeah.
for a little bit. We can do a little bit more of this at the end if we run out of time. If we finish the meta chat before
It's all over.
I am hungry.
All you need to know is that the Greninja deck is good and doesn't run DC or Aqua Patch. Okay, if you say it's good, then let's just agree to disagree.
God, Joe, he's right argumentative tonight, isn't he? Well, I'm gonna have to time him out for 10 minutes. Tell you what,
You just said Greninja and good in the same sentence without the word "not" in the middle of it.
all the controversy. My captain, you're an admin. Can you just time Joe out real quick?
Gotta protect this, but I really don't want to play the card that's in my hand. It's so easy for Buzzwell to just smick. And when you miss a turn attachment, you're a sad panda. Okay.
Interesting. Interesting. I think Joe's going to be very sad in a short amount of time.
Greninja has never been good. So it's your favourite deck, to be honest, Mark. It's funny you said the other day it's your number one choice for Sheffield. I would say laugh if you came and played Greninja.
Who, me?
No, Mark. Just had enough. Just play Greninja.
As Tord once said, you can lose to anyone with Greninja. Oh, there's an insect flying around and the cats are bloody loving it.
Party time.
Okay, you're not Buzzwole, are you?
No. When you said all of that, I was just sat there looking at my hand, looking for the Buzzwole pieces. I wish I was Buzzwole. Actually, no, I don't. There's a Dawnwings on the board. I'm much happier being a Zoroark right now.
Oh God! Oh, bloody parallel. Oh, now Lele's my best attacker, huh?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I was just saying, Mark, that you should definitely play Greninja for Sheffield. I can see it happening.
Can you?
No. No.
Sorry, did you think I was telling the truth there? No.
Don't question these plays, Jack. All right.
I'll try not to.
Oh, no hypnosis. Boo.
Never hypnosis.
You've never played a Greninja. Greninja's fun.
No,
Until
right.
Let me finish my sentence, friends. Friends.
No.
Friends.
No.
Let me finish
No.
my sentence. I was gonna say until you start bricking. Before you all pounced on me.
Doesn't even matter.
I also have never played Greninja.
I've never played Greninja. Jack has. It's fun in the same way that putting your hand over a fire is fun.
I don't know if you guys missed that. It just said that someone was hosting us with 18 viewers.
Oh, did it?
I think
Yeah.
it's
Hey, it's Pedro.
Pedro.
Great guy.
Cheers, Pedro.
Alright, Jack unfriended. Oh, look at that little Zoroark.
Yeah, boy.
That's cool. I like that a lot. It's fun making your opponent suffer. See? It's fun annoying people when you draw well and they don't.
There's your energy.
Yeah, it's the wrong one. I won't forget Jack's list.
Oh my days.
He knocked me out of top 8 with a single coin flipping Greninja. That was the bad Greninja list as well. That was the Time of All Energy Lotto list.
What a mess. You did
Hey,
the best
Pedro.
out of us with the meme deck.
I think that's the
Hey,
best
I
I've
won
ever.
that day, thank you.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think that's the best I've ever finished with Greninja.
Shocking.
That was disgusting.
How's it going, Pedro?
Lotto time, a new meta.
It was insane. It was.
Ross wanted the list for a video.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Vorti's Gamer is now following
Oh
up to the
my
team.
god.
Yeah, he messaged us and was like, "Oh, I saw you did well this weekend, Jack. I really like the take on the list. Could I take a look at it?" What does the bad Greninja list mean?
They're all bad.
It means it was even more inconsistent than usual. That was a best of one day as well. I top 4 to cup with a bad Greninja list when it was best of one. That was an odd day.
This is an odd game.
Yeah, none of us have energy cards. I don't like this.
Me especially.
You're meant
Thank
to
you,
have
trainers, do now. I was definitely here on Monday.
lies, lies and deceit. I knew my forfeits were brilliantly planned. It was a good forfeit. It was a good forfeit. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Greninja's actually been immortalized in a World's Deck form.
Has it really?
Oh lord.
Yeah, of course. Came second,
Came second, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cody.
Why is there always a clown in this chat?
That's a very weak year for World's Decks. It's got Greninja,
Yeah, it is.
Mega Ordino. It's got Jesper's Vespi Yan Mega deck. And I can't remember the last one. I think it's just like Turbo Darkrai or something.
For the 3rd time.
How on...
What?
I still don't understand how that deck won Worlds.
What? Which one?
Mega Ordino.
Counter the meta, mate.
Broken. Any other questions?
It's so bad.
It wasn't bad.
Ugh.
Clean as a whistle, mate.
Last year's World decks were awesome. Sigil support, Glowspot Garb, Guardian, Ninetales. That's like a good spread of different decks. Like Darkrai's seen so many prints.
No, there was quite a few, I think. Ordino. I know there's a couple of Brazilians playing it.
They all got a memo that you guys didn't get.
Tapu Cure.
Tapu Cure, you say?
Mark, yeah. I mean, he did play a decent chunk of heal, right? I think he played like PCL and AZ, something like that,
Yeah.
to help out against Quacking Quack. And Trev, I guess, to an extent.
You can do the wave.
Do the wave.
It's broken in anyone's books, right?
What a deck.
Salty Box should have been a World's deck that year.
Banter Box should have been a World's deck, you mean?
The better version of Banter Box that they too should have been a World's deck, you mean?
The greedier deck that faced Night Marchers and still beat them.
that Yeah. Well, I still had a lot of Night March stuff going on. I had Toad, Mew, Baby Evital, Fright Night.
Yeah.
It was all
Fright
there.
Night. I forgot about that card.
Oh man, that was one of my favourite cards.
Fright Night. Spooky Eve.
Spooky Night.
Was its Latin name?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Any reference he can get. M. Night comes out. Fright Night Bacon Bird.
What a guy he was.
You missed
Except
Toad,
for against. Oh my god.
That's a statement.
That's a said
Mad
no
Captain,
never.
you're earning your keep tonight. All these timeouts you're gonna have to give.
Perma banned.
You missed. Oh, Laura, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
I'm angry.
Get out of my chat now.
Fuming right now.
Captain. I mean, okay.
Ow. Ouchies.
When a 500 damage turn isn't enough.
Heal it off, mate. Heal it off.
Saved by the bell.
It's a Balhaj youth.
So benching this doesn't open any more win conditions for me. It's one less card in the game in the deck, but benching it doesn't open any more win conditions because I still need double puzzle to win with it. And double puzzle is already a win condition for me.
Do you have floatstones?
I have one float stone, it's in the discard, hence the double puzzle requirement. So I think I'm better off not playing it.
It's still one less card you draw into.
You didn't try and trade for game.
You just said what your win condition is, so there's no reason not to play it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
GG.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. Losing to Zarlak again. This is an unexpected twist. I think I started Dawnwings both games, though. Which obviously doesn't help matters. And that was weird tempo-wise. We both did nothing for turns 2 and 3.
Yeah. To the Omni General page?
Oh, is that where we're doing it?
I guess so. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know where else to go, if I'm honest. To the Omni General page. Oh, wait, there's no Jimmy here. Hang on, let me get a Jimmy in here.
Nothing left.
Here it
It's on
is.
stream then. Is
Oh,
Zarlak
I don't-
the high as well? Jack keeps winning.
Okay, there's Jimmy. Jimmy's back. Excellent news. Okay, so this is the old.
God, he's huge.
This is the old list.
Yeah, before this is pre-release.
Yeah, this was what we had before. So I thought it would be good to then put next to it stuff that we're now maybe we're considering, maybe we're not considering. Some general changes, just so we have like something to go on at least.
Kick or keep.
Kick or keep. What a wonderful.
Definitely some kicks towards the bottom end of the sheet.
Madison / Sheffield.
Is Madison this weekend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh baby.
Okay.
Definitely interesting for us.
We might as well start at the top. Buzzrock is still, without a doubt, a contender. Whoops, that's not how I do that. Buzz Lucario, do you feel you feel it's proved itself, or do you feel it's just worse than other Buzzwole variants?
I don't really think it's a thing, is it?
I haven't seen anyone try it, and I think
it's more just like straight Lucario, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Like what you played earlier today.
So I think Buzz Lucario is out. Buzzgarb, I think, still has potential to it. It's actually one of the only Garb decks I like right now.
I think it's such a weird one. I haven't seen anyone play it on ladder.
I was just about to say that same thing. I've not, in any of my games since the new set came out, I've not seen a single Buzzgarb.
It's bizarre that it hasn't, because it has gained as much as the other Buzz decks have.
It's just less aggressive, I guess.
Yeah, but I think it's actually more aggressive than it used to be, because you don't have to play Carbink anymore, so you can just play B-strings in the Carbink slots.
Yeah, I think it's still a thing. I think it's definitely still a thing. It's one I really want to try personally. It's the only Garb deck I'm actually interested in trying. Maybe Metal Garb, but that sounds mediocre. I think Buzzgarb seems very good, so oh, that's not how I do that either.
It does strike a pretty nice medium of beating Zoroark convincingly and having outs to Malamar.
Yeah.
Probably better outs than other Buzzwole decks do have.
I think it's a fantastic sort of I don't want to say mediocre deck as in it's a mediocre deck, but somewhere in the middle of kind of what you need in this format right now. I think it seems to tick a lot of boxes. You do lose out on some of that natural aggression that some of the more aggressive Buzzwole variants have, but B-String's such a good card in the mid-game, you probably make up for that anyway. Like, Buzzrock can win without playing B-String because it's that aggressive, but this deck probably can't be that aggressive, but then wins because it can still access B-String.
I mean, from my list still plays
into
Diancie and 4 choice bands, so it still has the 1 energy aggressiveness
Yeah,
that the
true.
normal deck does, and it still plays Baby Buzz, so it still has the 1 energy aggressiveness.
Yeah, I still think it's...
But it's the mid game where either N beetles you over or it doesn't. Basically,
it's that thing with it's a Garb deck. You don't have an out to like a if you're end low, you don't have an out to drawing out. So,
Mark, while you're here, one thing you could do is play an Orangaroo in this deck. I'm joking.
Let's move on. Lucario Lycanroc. Do you still think it's viable?
I again think probably the best way to play Lucario is either with Zoro or just Octillery and just Lucario. I don't think 3-stage ones is right.
Interesting.
No. I've not seen a single one of those either.
Lycanroc line.
The only thing I'm going to say to counter that is I watched Mark play Lycanroc today, and I was really impressed by it.
That's fair.
It really impressed me to the point where I want to try it over straight Lucario.
Lycanroc can trade and tank against Malamar decks, which is the main upside.
It's definitely one I'm interested in. It's obviously got consistency issues compared to straight Lucario, but I think like having a way to deal with Dawnwings is really good. Having a way to blow up something like with a GX attack that isn't sort of you don't have to be poked first or whatever. They can play around.
One that you're in control.
Yeah. It seems really good. It's just whether you can handle the more inconsistent list. I think Mark went 8 and 2 today with it, or like 10 and 2, ignoring donks or factoring.
The counterbalance is that I guess you're less consistent, but you can play a draw supporter every turn and hope to hit Lycanroc, whereas the straight build has to draw better to actually use Guzma. So yeah. I guess they're both probably reasonable. I don't know. I like Lucario. So
I really like Lucario. Lucario is honestly top of my list right now. Some kind of Lucario variant. It seems very, very good. Do we want to add stuff in as we're going down, or do you want to just go down this whole list first and then add stuff that we've missed later on?
So what, you just want to put straight Lucario here?
I was thinking like straight Lucario, straight Buzz. None of like all of this I feel like should be here. But do we want to just add that stuff at the end? Okay. I still think Turbo Buzz is very good.
Yeah. Turbo Buzz.
Yeah.
To the point where I haven't tested much with Buzz Rock, but I really, really do enjoy Turbo Buzz. I like the space.
Go with Turbo Buzz. How many, like, outside of Diancie, Buzzwole, Octillery, and Baby Buzz, what else goes in?
I don't know how much techie you need to be. Baby Buzz is honestly, it's not carried on the back of Baby Buzz, but Baby Buzz is such a good one prize attacker that causes such awkward prize trades. I genuinely think it's a tech, and it takes up the spot of a tech in its own right. It's so good for just dealing with other stuff.
One
Yeah,
thing early on, people were playing Pseudo as well as Baby Buzz,
yeah.
and most people have dropped Pseudo real quick because Baby Buzz is very effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, Pseudo's better for things like random stuff that's going to one-shot you, like Ho-Ohs and Duskmanes and stuff, but I don't
You
think...
do not have to worry about Ho-Oh with Buzzwole ever again.
I'm just saying it helps, like, having
But
a
Lapras,
two-prize...
I think, is one.
Lapras is one, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's... I can see why people played it, but I do think Baby Buzz is a phenomenal card.
Mm-hmm.
I think I maybe still have a Mew in my Turbo Buzz list as well.
He's pretty cheeky.
But I think that's genuinely the only tech slot I have. And I'd actually consider playing a second Baby Buzz sometimes, because Baby Buzz is just like it's the amount of damage boosting we have right now. Its first attack is good even if like they're not on 4 prizes. I've seen a lot of articles and posts that say I like Baby Buzz, but it's only good when you're on 4 prizes, and that's just wrong. It's just so wrong.
It's still pressure.
It's pressure.
It's so weird how it's so good as a lead. That's what I've always found.
Yeah.
Turn 180 for
Broken
1 energy
lead.
on a non-GX. It's like, hello.
Broken lead. Yeah.
It's insane. That's why I've considered a second, just because it's like running 5 Buzzwole. Yeah, you don't miss you missed a snipe, but you've got a 1 prize attacker instead. So who cares about the 30 damage if you're going to be taking 2 prizes anyway?
Yeah.
Eventually. So yeah, Turbo Buzz definitely up there, and Straight Lucario is another one I want to throw in.
Yeah.
That's the deck, along with Turbo Buzz, I've probably tested the most.
What about
and again, very interesting results. Very, very strong deck.
Buzzwole, Alolan, Raticate?
Okay, onto the Zoro decks.
Yeah.
I like it.
Jot that down.
Everyone get your pens out for that one?
Okay, no worries, Ross. Zoro Rock, I think, is one of the front runners potentially. It's one that I think a lot of people have talked about. Initially, people were talking about Zoro Garb, but I think Zoro Rock has since taken over. Whether it's the best, I don't know, but I think it's definitely still within the meta. I think this potentially could be the most popular variant. That was Zoro Garb.
I'd say it would be most popular. It won the special event in Tours, and it won another special.
Yeah.
The second Mexico one, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be popular.
Yeah. As we've just seen, the fighting stuff helps Zoro mirrors. The Zoro stuff helps Malamar decks. You just can struggle against the fighting decks.
Yeah. I actually think it has one of the better matchups against fighting. This and out of all the Zoroark variants, I think this and Zoro Lucario have the best matchups against the fighting stuff.
Yeah.
Which makes me want to play those more than the other Zoro variants.
I think the fact that you get away with, or not get away with, but you're able to take advantage of being a fighting type right now to beat the Zoroarks, plus be a Zoroark deck to beat the Malamars, means that yes, you're not potentially dealing with the Buzzwole part of the meta, but one Buzzwole hasn't actually won anything major yet, which is, I think, worth noting. There has been a lot, like Malamar has won, I think, 3, maybe 4 tournaments already. So you have to still respect Buzzwole, but having a good Malamar matchup is very, very important. And 2, like, Zoro, in some people's opinion, I know Joe's going to disagree with me here, but in some people's opinion, Zoroark was the best Zoro deck before this format, all around the Zoropod time anyway. People preferred Zoroark over Zoropod. I know it was kind of the argument that Zoropod was better or Zoroark was better, but people have thought this was the best Zoro variant in the past, and it still seems to be up there, if not the best right now.
Agree. I think pretty much Zoroark are pretty much the only Zoroark decks that I consider to be in existence right now.
Yeah.
Zoro
Garb
is
Garb.
Zoro Garb.
Yeah.
I've sacked Zoro Garb as well.
I think we have to...
I've tried...
Go on.
I don't think Balloon Build works anymore, which makes me sad.
Holy!
I think if you are going to play Zorogab, you have to play Latios High Choice Band to have a semblance of early pressure.
Yeah.
Don't let Dow hear this.
Yeah.
I think that being said, though, we have to still put it in this list because I think it is being talked about and will be popular enough for you to expect somewhat of an appearance from it.
Even like what we were saying,
it will show up.
I think this could be the tournament where people realise it's not good, but I think it will still, because it's the Dark type and the Psychic type, so you beat the Psychic types and you beat the Fighting types in people's opinion. Like, they're like, oh, I'm running a Psychic type and a Dark type, so I win those two matchups. Well, it turns out it's not the case. But I think it's still going to be respected and played.
Yeah. I mean, it reminds me of Zoro Weavile, really, in that it's polarized. It's already winning the Malamar matchup, which should be favored, and it's losing the Buzzwell without much of a fight back at all.
Yeah.
So
I think this could be...
But it's pretty nice. It's pretty okay against other Zoroark decks. So if you think Zoroark and Malamar will be played to the point like much above Buzzwell, then it's a good call, but it's a real risky one.
Yeah. Like I say, I think it will be respected, but if it turns out that Malamar and fighting based decks do become the best decks in format, essentially the tier 1 decks, I think this could be Zorogarb's last hurrah for a little while.
Yeah.
Poor Zorogarb.
Zoro counters. I haven't seen anyone playing Zoro counters other than that one guy in the video I played.
Doesn't work.
It's never really worked too well, and I don't think it's any different. Zorogardi, I watched a stream the other day where someone was saying Zorogardi was going to be one of the best decks in format.
What video is that?
It could because it had a good Buzzwall matchup. I refrained from commenting.
What? Has he tested against it?
I refrained. Do you want to know his reasoning?
No.
Okay. His reasoning was
absolutely not.
Tord beat it in the final in Australia.
That's true.
Right, yeah.
He beat a lot. He beat a lot of them.
If you were watching that stream and you're now in this stream, I disagree with the guy's opinion. I'm not going to call him out, but I do disagree with the guy's opinion, and Zorogardi is not a good deck anymore. It's way too slow.
It can be killed as well, one shot easy by Buzzwell now. So
yeah, like Guardi at least had some kind of resemblance of being able to tank against a Buzzwall when it didn't have all the aggression, when it didn't have all the acceleration that it does now. You can never tank against a 3 energy Buzzwall, but you were able to essentially try and knock out their 1/3 energy Buzzwall and they wouldn't have another one. But now they have B-strings. They just have multiple 3 energy Buzzwalls that just knock out Guardies.
And Baby Buzz is such a GG as well against it. Such a GG.
Baby Buzz is a one prize attacker that you actually have to commit a lot to knock out. It's not good that you're playing Gallade anymore because you can just play a better fighting type, i.e. Lycanroc or Lucario. The fact that you have weakness on Ultra Necrozma doesn't really mean anything because if you're doing that much damage, you're one-shotting them anyway. So, like, it's just... I completely disagree that this is a good deck, and I don't think it's going to see any play or much play, and if the player does see, I don't think it will be successful. I think Buzzwell's way too aggressive for it now.
I think really the only other Zoroark deck we need to mention is Zoro Lucario. In terms of mentioning Zoropod, I'm regrettably thinking the format's a little one-hit KO based for it right now. So
yeah,
I want to briefly talk about Zoro Weavile because it has like you say, it has the best Malamar matchup, but it probably has one of the worst fighting matchups. So again, it feels
that just makes it so weird. Yeah, and it's not even great in Zoro mirrors really because of parallel.
It's
feels like a very Winmore deck.
It's an interesting one. I think. I saw Azul playing an interesting Zoro Weavile variant I was talking to Joe about earlier on, that played Rainbows and a Shining Genesect and what else did it play? The Uxie Mesprit combo, and he interchanged a Baby Buzzwole and a Sylveon EX. Free pack to anyone that can tell me what that card does without looking it up. So I think
110 heal 50 from one of your Pokemon. I think.
No, he was playing it for
his
first
90?
attack. He was playing for his first.
For his first attack. Oh, good
Does
lord!
it move energy?
No.
Yeah, that's different Sylveon.
Rubbish. Is it something? If it has a tool on it, something more damage?
Correct. Have a free pack, Joe.
Yes.
So it's for a DC, it's 30 plus 30 with a tool. So with a choice band, you do 180 to an Ultra Necrozma. So you nearly one shot an Ultra Necrozma.
Nearly.
Oh boy.
So close.
He was playing Kukui though, in all fairness to him.
No fairness to him.
No fairness to him. That's quite rude. But yeah, no, I think Weavile is one of the decks that I don't think you can rely on too much to be successful because, like we've said, it's got such polarizing matchups. You can't reliably. You have to hit good matchups to do well with the deck. Especially now people know about the deck. In Malmo, no one really was expecting it, I don't think. But now it's an archetype. I think people respect it a little bit more. And because people respect it a little bit more, they have to respect it less.
It's just natural that everyone's playing Parallel now as well. It's not even that they care about Weavile, it's just they play Parallels, and that is bad for Weavile.
Benji says not respecting Zoropod is a mistake.
It's true.
I think
it's tier 2. Like, not top of tier 2. I think it's just tier 2.
Yeah. You can never write it off. It's
got a very reasonable Zoroark. Has a fairly reasonable Buzzrock, but a lot less reasonable than it used to be. And it's got a decent Malamar. So, I don't know. I feel like I'd want to play a Zoroark deck that has a better Buzzwole.
So that's the Zoro variants. On to the other stuff before we get to the new stuff. Volkiawe, I don't think I've seen a Volk in about 3 years.
I played against one online, and it's just There's
it's
no
just a worse
reason to play
Buzzwole.
it.
It's literally just a worse Buzzwole.
Oh wait, I'll end my turn to attack.
It's a worse everything because everything one hit KO is much better.
Yes.
And accelerates much better.
So you're not going to see any of that. Sylveon, even Max Finch has said is bad, so we can definitely write that off because if there's someone that could play that deck until its death, it was Max. So that's out of there. Bulu, again, I haven't seen a Bulu since the release of Forbidden Light. I think everyone's kind of written this deck off.
Yeah, I mean, Bulu is green Malamar, right? But it has a good Zoroark matchup, and by good I mean like better than Malamar in general.
Yeah.
The issue is like
stage 2 Nene.
It's stage 2 Nene plus fighting is so much more aggressive now. They can actually like
trade.
They can trade.
Easily.
They can knock out Grubbins quite easily. They can be really aggressive now. So I just think there's too many hiccups for it. It's a stage 2 deck in a format that is hyper aggressive, and even if you do get set up, it's still very awkward.
Yeah, they can Jet Punch. With Diancie, they can Jet Punch Volts like all day as well.
Yeah.
Just stupid.
Hooper. Has anyone seen any Hoopers lately?
Can it still just follow the statement that we wrote next to it?
Get out of my life. I think, again, in general, now Baby Buzz is a card. That's been one big issue.
Don't write it up.
I know. I must admit, I know Luke is not a fan, but has been thinking about it. But I personally don't like the deck too much.
I wouldn't like to sit against it.
I wouldn't like to sit against it, but I think the people that are playing it, you only like to sit against it rounds 2 or 3.
Whoa there. Whoa
and
there.
then you don't need to worry about that one anymore. There's 100 bits from... Oh, let's get... That's the wrong way. Let's move this up to the top.
Get your Lucarios out.
The problem is I can't test it because I don't have any Hoopers online. And no one will play before.
And none of us will... Oh, I was going to say, none of us will play with you. Because we'd have to play against Hooper.
Espeon Garb.
Is the cup full? Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. We might have a full cup.
What are we meant to do when the cup's full?
I was going to give away a pack.
Oh my god. Espeon Garb. Even with Mysterious Treasure, it's the same deck. It's still like super clunky, I think. Yeah. From what I tested with it. It is Brick City deck. I think if I was going to play Espeon Garb, I'd try and make it as non-GX as possible. I'd almost play... I'd play like a really weird techie list. I don't think Espeon as an attacker is actually that good right now.
He gets caught up in all of the stuff that tries to beat Buzzwole, because it's Psychic Weak. It's a 3 energy attacker, so Mewtwo still knock it out. Muse knock it out, easy as pie. It's just...
You 6-0'd it with that Alolan egg.
Mm.
Good lord. Yeah, I think it's pretty clunky. Even though it's a psychic Pokemon and it's like good against Buzz just because psychic tag or whatever.
It's actually one of my least favourite psychic variants right now. The redeeming thing is the Garb part, not the psychic typing.
Yeah, basically, the thicker the Garb, the better the Espeon Garb list is, because you're just trying to get hard carried by Garb in almost every matchup.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather play a completely non-GX Garb deck than Espeon Garb.
Garb box.
Like, I'd rather play Latios Garb, for example.
Ah.
I
Wait until we're on to
that...
the new archetypes. Don't you worry about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Greninja.
It does gain a 70 HP per guy.
Do we
It's definitely up there.
do we put it on the list just because people will play it?
People will play it. It'll definitely be played. Like I said, if I was playing Malamar, I think I would play Tina Promo.
Yep. Turbo
Ranger.
Metal. Turbo Metal. I haven't. Turbo Metal. I haven't seen talked about.
I tested it when we went to Joe's that weekend.
Yeah.
Even with Beast Rings, it's just things can one bop you now. The big appeal to that deck before was you GX attack. 90% of decks can't knock it out, and then you take another knockout with it. It's 4 prizes with one thing. It's lost that now.
Yeah, everything does the same as it now, so it's a lot less appealing.
And you need 4 energy, whereas the other decks to hit one hit KO need 3.
Yep.
So it's definitely not as good.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, agree. Magnezone and Gardevoir are both stage 2 decks in hyper aggressive meta, so they're not going to get anywhere, I don't think. You're not going to see any Magnezone. You may see a couple of Gardevoir in a room of 1,000 people trying to beat Ultra Necrozmas, but they're going to get beaten by everything else, I think, a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Xerneas Break. We have 2 Xerneas Break experts in the call. And Luke. No, and me. Talk to me about Xerneas.
I briefly spoke about it earlier. I have tested it quite a bit since last weekend, and it just does Xerneas thing still. It just, if you don't start Xerneas and you can't get it's out turn 1 with Retreat Elixir, it just feels so slow.
Yeah.
I think matchup-wise, it's pretty appealing because Buzzwole doesn't play Field Blower, so playing the high EXP share count that we saw in other decks is pretty good.
Works.
The GX, funnily enough, is actually like quite good for the Buzzwole matchup as well, because either Buzzwole's not doing enough to 2-shot your active Xerneas, in which case you're getting lots of Geomancies off, or they do the first one, which does a 70 hit and a 30 to the bench, then you Fairy Garden out, and they do the 70-30 again, and then you can GX KO like later on. So
yeah,
they do get a little bit wrecked if they don't play around Xerneas GX.
Yeah.
Which is funny. And they can't play around EXP share, so you actually do, I think, have a pretty strong Buzzwole matchup. And I think your Zoroark matchup, as long as you can play around parallel to the best of your ability, I think Zoroark is still reasonable, especially because a lot of Zoros are dropping Tapu Koko, which was oftentimes their win con against you.
Yeah.
I think if you look at now, my opinion is when playing the deck is you look at the matchups and what's popular. Xerneas should be doing really well.
Yeah.
Like, it has really good match across the board, but the problem is Xerneas loses to itself a lot.
Mm-hmm. But you have to remember, no one plays Xerneas Break either, really, other than us, and we've not been playing it. So it's weird to say that it should be doing well, but it's not. It's like it should be doing well, but no one's playing it. So
well, I think some people would argue. Cheers for the follow, Eli 2001. I think some people would argue because it top 8'd Melbourne that there's still something there.
Yeah, there'll be murmurs of it around.
And I think it's a decent
tournaments in the UK. So
yeah, I think I don't know how much has been played in the UK recently. I think it's actually seen a fair
Jake won a
chunk
cup
of
with it.
Yeah, I think it's seen a fair chunk of play over the past couple of days. But for Madison, I haven't seen a single American talking about it.
No.
So it's definitely one on the radar
generally
for
been a UK
Sheffield, I think.
based deck, hasn't it?
It's a Euro trash deck.
Yeah.
Which has somehow seeped into Australia.
I don't like the inconsistency of it. I love the fact that it's a non-EX deck. I think non-EX could be one of the keys to beating this format.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, though, like you say, it can be very inconsistent. There'll be games where it just draws exactly what it wants, and you'll wonder why everyone isn't playing the deck, because that's an inherent nature of the deck. But it's one of the decks where you just have hands of absolute cards, and you just don't know what to do with them.
You're right. And I'm not sure on its Malamar matchup. I think they give you enough time to build the board, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
they could play
Cosmos
parallels.
fine.
So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously
Ultra
Ultra's fine,
reasons.
yeah, but I think people are slowly... There was a good post today by Russell, I think it was actually his Q&A post, where he was talking about the difference between Ultra Malamar and Necrozma Malamar, and he was talking about like the matchup spread seems to be better for Ultra Necrozma, but it's much more inconsistent.
Yeah.
The matchup spread is slightly worse for Black Ray, but it is a more consistent build because you haven't got to worry about two types of energy, and I think I think it will eventually lead to the more consistent build being better. I imagine, just because that's usually the way things work out, and then you lose your very good matchup in Ultra Necrozma, or at least it goes down in popularity somewhat. So I think Xerneas it's like on the fringes of being really good, but it's always going to hold itself back, even with the Anther. The Anther is a very good card, but we saw in the Melbourne list, it still only played one. Like it's not the card
such an upgrade though, even though it's just one card. It's such an upgrade.
I think I would make space for two.
Yeah.
To give it a go.
I think it's worth putting on the list. I guess it's going to be as.
I think it's worth to go on the list. It's made top 8 at recent regional. It's
like
a good matchup.
It's like tier 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good enough for the list for Madison. I think it's possibly one to look out for in EU, just because it's.
Get it over there, Jack.
Okay.
Type in. You need to type in Zoropod as well. If we're going to put Xerneas Break on, we probably should put Zoropod on.
Yeah.
Zoropod. Okay. On to the new archetypes.
Well. People who play SB Garb, even though we hate it. Xerneas Pyro. Luke messaged me about that.
As soon as I saw Pyro, I was like, hold on a minute. We got Regirock back.
There's summit here. Okay, on to the new archetypes. Ignore the names by them. Quad Zygarde, I think people have decided it's not quite good enough, though I heard Pedro went on an absolute tear with it the other day.
I've lost to it 2 times out of the 3 times I've played it online, but I'm always playing Zoroark, so...
I'm not a fan of it, even after playing with it a bit more. It's too much.
It's bad, don't worry.
So I don't think that's making the list. Ultra Necrozma Malamar.
Would you play this over Hooper? Hold on. Would you play Zygarde over Hooper?
No.
No.
Why no?
But I don't think I'd play Hooper. Why no?
It's conditional resistance that you have to try and draw into every turn, whereas Hooper has it as a default.
You're not weak to fighting though. That's big, and you're a non-EX. The other one's a non-EX.
Yeah.
You don't lose to Garb instantly.
I don't think Hooper does either.
Well, not instantly, slowly. Loses the Garb quite slowly.
Slowly eats away at you.
I don't know which one I prefer to play. I don't want to face either of them, just because it'll be boring and I'll lose somehow.
Excellent. Ultra Necrozma Malamar will 100% be a deck you face.
Yeah.
As I said moments ago, I think one of them is more consistent and one of them has better matchups. I think ultimately the more consistent deck is better.
You say that, but if you think about facing like 3 Zoroarks in a tournament, you'd much rather be playing Ultra Necrozma than regular Necrozma.
That's true. That is true.
And it depends how many people are like going into Madison. I think there will be people with their sights on beating Necrozma Malamar. Regular Necrozma.
Yeah. I think people are also thinking about how to beat Ultra Necrozma though. I've seen a lot of talk of things like Clefairy and stuff lately.
Yeah.
I think they are. I actually argue that people want to beat Ultra Necrozma more than Black Ray.
Really?
I think so.
I wouldn't say that.
I think you look at it.
I think it's the wrong way round.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe after this weekend they're even. I don't think it's weighted in favor of Black Ray at all.
After so many high-profile players have made so many posts about it, you got to think the Pure Psychic is higher on the radar at the moment.
Yeah.
I think people are still convinced that Ultra Necrozma is good though, like insanely good.
Ultra Necrozma was the hype deck, though, wasn't it? Before it even been tested, had a target on its back. People were talking of it. It was put on a pedestal, so to speak.
Yeah.
Whereas the other deck was sort of more of a, oh, this could be cool. Let's give this a try. And it's turned out from refining and testing, it's
one of them's better than the other.
Swung the other way a bit.
I think that's why perhaps you think there's more hate on Black Ray though, Joe, because I think a lot of people like we say weren't talking about it, so that's why a lot of people are talking about it now, because people weren't talking about it. Whereas I think in a lot of people's minds they just know they need to be Ultra Necrozma, so they're planning to do that anyway, and now they're working out a way how to beat Black Ray.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Either way, you're gonna face both of these decks, so you're gonna potentially face both of these decks, I think, without a doubt. I think Malamar has got a lot of hype behind it.
So if you're playing the Pure Psychic build, what would you both play to try and improve Zoroark? What's best? Is it Wob? Is it Espeon EX? Is it Parallels? Is it I don't know what else. Marshadow.
I don't like the Marshadow. I know some people do, but I don't like the Marshadow because you just get responded. Like, it's not a good... The fact that you still get responded with a choice band is like a joke. If you're playing the pseudo as well, okay, cool, you're playing the pseudo as well, but
bench space.
One, bench space, and two, Zoroark has other attackers that they can still one-shot a Malamar with, Marshadow with, sorry. So yeah, I don't like Marshadow. I think I'd go down the Espeon Wob route. I think I'd play one Wob, one Espeon.
Played both? Crazy.
I think so.
You maverick.
But if you play Wob, you have to play choice bands as well.
Yeah, which then means can you play elixirs, which then makes it.
Yeah, I think you play one or the other. I think it's either Wob with choice band or just Espeon.
Maybe. I just yeah, maybe.
Because you got to play like 2 choice bands and 2 Wobs probably. I don't think we'll see many Wobs just because
even just the ability of Wob is so good. Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't it's hard to talk about Wob because we haven't actually been able to test it yet properly.
I think it's people who actually go to real life tournaments and commit to testing Wob, which I don't think many people do, to be honest.
Did any of the winning lists from like the Mexican stuff do well? How to play Wob?
The South African Nats was won by a Wobbuffet build.
Okay. No. I can't remember whether Pablo or Sam or Rahul played any of them.
No, none of those did.
Okay, interesting.
But I mean, they were playing Marshadow pseudo.
Oh yeah, of course. They had their.
They were playing their own bad decisions.
They had their answer.
They had their own bad decision to play.
And I think this past weekend they both went in the mentality of, I'm going to lose to Zoro decks, but try and beat everything else.
Yeah, I don't think either of them played it week 2. Any of them played it week 2. Is the Wob bug still not fixed?
They all just said that, hey, we made all these cool posts about it, now let's beat the deck we just posted about. Anyway.
Beast Box. Thoughts on
It
Beast
can't-
Box?
It really struggles with Dawn Wings, which is a problem.
Mm.
I think
I
that's
think-
the biggest reason I jumped off it.
I think the initial build that we had with Buzzwole, like you say, really struggles with Dawn Wings. I think a lot of people are seeing Beast Box as Metal Beast Box now.
Yeah.
Or even Ultra Necrozma Beast Box.
Oh yeah, the
Well,
Ultra
I've seen a
Necrozma
bit
Beast
of that.
Box did well as well. Any respect for either of those decks?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there's something there, one way or another, because hitting all those psychic weak Pokemon for 1 energy is pretty good.
I think Metal's
It's
my
not being
favourite.
decimated.
Yeah, I think Metal's my favourite.
I really, really want to test it, but I cannot get one of those promo Just Mains to save my life. I've been trying for like 3 days now, and I can't get one.
Online
That
or
staple? That card staple?
Yeah,
I think it's very good.
I would consider playing 2.
It's just a 60 snipe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 1 energy, it just
And it hit
sets up
active
math
as well?
for. Yes.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
It sets up math, and it's 130 HP thing that they have to deal with.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's a really good card.
reasonable. So, the thing is, though, it's just how many people are testing it.
I think there's. I think there's some respect
I've
for
not
it,
seen-
but
I think I've seen one on ladder.
I haven't
since-
seen many in a
since-
while.
Since week 1, I think I've seen one on ladder.
Yeah.
There would be one more if I could get a Just Main.
Do you think
I've seen it about
it's
20 times.
Do you think it's something that could come out of Madison, or do you think it's going to be something that doesn't really make a showing at or is played but doesn't do particularly well at Madison? Like,
I
do you think
think
Madison will
much
make
the-
the deck, or
I think Madison's still a bit up in the air. I think people want to play safer stuff for Madison.
Yeah.
Unless there's someone who's put a lot of time into it already.
I feel like
And
it's a
then-
deck that
fair
I
enough.
could see people putting a lot of time into. Like stuff like Aquabox and Zenny's kind of Quad Zygo and stuff are decks that I don't think you need a lot of time to put into to know whether they're good or not. But I think I can see someone picking up Beast Box like you say in week 1 and just going with it.
Yeah. I mean,
It's got
that
lots of
seems like a
different
deck
options
where
you
you
can go down.
Yeah, you definitely need to iron out the list for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like one
That's
of the
not
lists
just,
that could do well though. Interesting. Worth going on the list? I think it is.
Sure.
I think
so.
Metal Beast Box.
I don't mind. I'm okay with the Ultra Necrozma one as well.
Yeah.
Have we
I
seen
think just
Have we
put-
seen his list?
No.
Okay.
Have we?
No, we hadn't
It
last
was
time I checked.
posted in the chat on a post today.
Oh
I
really?
don't know where my phone is. Yeah.
Oh, you
I was gonna say I know we hadn't at tours because I can't remember whether he wanted to keep it to himself or whether he just wanted to, it just didn't share it. But I knew we hadn't, and that was why I was personally a little bit skeptical, because not
I don't know
because
if it was a
he
final
didn't
list.
want to share his list, but because we hadn't seen a list, so I couldn't look at counts and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if it was his final list that he posted, because it was actually his friend who sent him the list
Yeah,
who posted it. But I think there's a bit back and forth, but the friend posted basically the messages and the list of him sending it to him, saying play this, to show that he wasn't just making it up.
fair.
But that was a couple of weeks before, so it may have been refined.
fair.
But there is a basis to go from.
I'd be interested to see what it
There's
looked
this.
like, just like energy counts and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because Ultra Necrozma naturally has some kind of clunk to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's worth
But
putting on.
you're just crossing your fingers for the B-string turn. That's basically all you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like let me do my thing and pull all these clunky cards out.
Yeah, and then you've all of a sudden got a cool deck.
Yeah.
Aquabox.
Top
I
of
think
tier
it's-
2.
Yeah, I think it's a very, very good counter to a lot of decks right now. Has a good Buzzwole matchup without being weak to Dark or Psychic. What do you think are the biggest issues with it?
Prizing Volk Prism.
Yeah.
Trash
Getting
Alarm
going
decks
early
are a
quick
problem.
enough. Yeah.
And surprising amounts of turn 1 jank hands. Really surprising amounts of turn 1 jank.
I
Because
actually,
you're playing like 20 or so cards devoted to basically just energy. So if you don't have even just one bench Pokemon or the right bench Pokemon turn 1, your hand becomes so weak.
yeah. I actually, unfortunately, think it's going to be another situation where Turbo Lapras does peter out.
I don't think it will. I think it's reasonable enough against Buzzwole and Malamar to not just peter out.
Do you think?
I think it's I think it's definitely top of tier 2.
Interesting. Okay.
Like I think it's solid. I think
I think
the way it peters out. The way it peters out is if Zoropod remains like played a reasonable amount.
Do you think that's the only way?
I mean, that's what held it back in the format previously, I think.
Do you not think like the turn 1 hands can be
no,
janky
I think it's
enough
not being able to hit 210 and having a 210 format, where obviously that's what the
that's
things.
true.
I think that was the biggest holdback.
I just haven't been blown away by it. Is my thing. I've been impressed by it, but I haven't been blown away by it, and I think some people have been blown away by it.
I think the safety of the deck's a big appeal as well, though. You're basically playing blue Buzzwole that doesn't have counters in everyone's decks.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
That's really tempting. That's really tempting to me. I need to try the Floatstone builds, but I mean, even with E-Switch, so if the list I've been testing is inferior to Floatstone, which I'm willing to believe, like now that it kind of is, still having pretty decent results with it, that's really tempting. I think I want to play a 4th Lapras though. And I want a 4th Guzzler. There's a lot of things I want to work in.
Yeah, one of the biggest issues I've found with the deck is that it needs about 63, 64 cards to get away with the fact that, like you say, you play technically 20 energy cards.
Yeah. But I think it's
isn't it?
I think it's definitely reasonable.
Yeah. Xerneas GX.
It's still in my top 3.
Top 3? Interesting.
Same.
It's not in my top 3 by far. It's like top 5, top 6 maybe for me.
I think I said that to you already, didn't I, when we were talking about decks? Yeah. It's still up there for me.
Yeah.
I think in my mind, Buzzwole, like fighting stuff is so good. It has to.
I mean, I think Buzzwole's not in my top 3 and Lapras is, but that's just because I'm scared of facing 3 Malamars in the day.
Yeah, of course.
You know what
Whereas
I mean?
I think that's just echoes the difference in our playstyle. I've played like best deck in format. Yeah, I've played best deck in format before, whereas you much prefer countering the best deck in format, whereas I've just played the top of tier 1 before. So I think that's just due to our playstyles that it's in different tier lists for us. Or different. Different
I'm just gonna talk about chat. I don't think a disruptive Lapras works.
No.
In current format. Malamar accelerates in the discard. Buzzwole accelerates in the deck. I mean, there's lots of problems here.
The other thing about
Cosmo stall anymore.
I'm going to say the other thing about Malamar was it had Lapras is it had a huge HP, and now it just gets knocked out. And
big old blow up format.
It was good where you could max potion it and all that good stuff, but can't do that anymore.
Seemed like a brainless deck. Yeah, that's the only my one criticism with Aquabox, or just Turbo Lapras, I guess it is more accurately.
Yeah.
It is literally, you don't have a choice in what you're doing. You just have to do what your hand lets you do each game. And I know that's the case with like every deck at the end of the day, but it's essentially the difference between 190 and a knockout or just going, oh fudge, collect. Like, it's such a big deal because it's so combo orientated that you
also in that respect
plays or do nothing.
Do you think a Lapras deck could potentially hold a good player back because it can only do like a linear? It's only got a linear strategy.
Yeah, I think it could be best in the hands of someone who's very competent with Lapras, but not necessarily the best player in the world. Maybe someone who's chasing their invite. This could be a great deck to get your last few points, for example.
Yeah.
Feels like a deck that could be good for making day 2, but it's not going to win you the tournament.
That's what I was just about to say. There's decks that you can see winning tournaments, and I can't ever see Aquabox winning a tournament, but I can see it getting you points.
Yeah, I can see it dropping rounds for sure, just because of... And then you can just see the person already going and moaning to their friends because they missed X card on X turn or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
On 4. Okay, now.
The Xerneas GX that we have here was like a Xerneas GX Drampa deck. I don't think me and Joe ever really touched that.
Because it didn't even build it.
It turns out Buzzwole is insane and even one shots those things. So ignore that one there. Mega Gardevoir, me and Luke were talking to one of our friends literally about 3 hours ago. He said, what's wrong with Mega Gardevoir right now? And unfortunately, it's a stage 2 deck, essentially.
I put him in his place, don't worry, guys.
Oh, Luke was not nice.
I could definitely see Charlie still playing it, though.
Yes,
Like a
and
Charlie player.
hitting every elixir all day and winning.
Got him.
I mean, if Mega Guardy wins, I'm not gonna be sad. I'm probably gonna be in fact, I'm probably gonna be very sad that I didn't play it. I don't from someone who has done well with like Despairay, I just don't see I see the appeal. I don't see its consistency. It lost Shaman, it lost Skyfield. They were the two things that made the deck draw through itself on turn 1 and built up 3 Despairies for you to then win the game. Yes, you do one shot Mega Turbo as well. I mean, I didn't play it with Mega Turbo, but
yeah,
that's beside the point. It obviously has weakness on Ultra Necrozma and Buzzwole, which are debatably 2 of the biggest things to be hitting right now. But again, at the end of the day, I think the deck's too inconsistent, even against those, that it's not going to see play.
Yeah, pretty weak.
You miss elixirs, you lose against either of those decks.
Mega Gardevoir was never great. Boo Lucas, why? It's like a knife to the heart.
That is a knife to the heart.
Me and Joe played the Bright Arrow one more, Brilliant Arrow one more, and I played the Despair one more. So you just offended both of us there.
I didn't play I played the Despair Ray 1 more. My highest placement was the split one.
I thought you played split more.
No, I think I played split in one tournament. Came second.
Maybe it's just because I'm thinking of that one tournament you came second. I only played split, I think, once as well.
Good old Leipzig.
But yeah, Despair.
We definitely played. We both played it for Malmo, which was like the worst mistake we've ever made. And then we've also played it in other tournaments. I played it in Liverpool, where I should have made top 8. But
you played it in Liverpool.
Misplayed my winning in.
I played it in Sheffield last year.
Shock.
Like there was so.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
It was so set for me to play Mega Guardian game for Sheffield, and it's not working. So from someone where it seemed like the stars were aligning, don't play it.
Yeah.
Chimera LC. Yeah, I played it there as well. Sure. Greninja GX Buzzwole. It turns out Lapras Greninja was the way to play sniping Greninja, if any. I tried this deck. I actually got halfway through a recording and then had to stop the recording to try and fix the list, just because the list was. I could never get the list right.
No.
It tried to do too much.
We tried 1/1 artillery. We tried as many timables as possible. I even tried just a 4/4 Frogadier with 1 Greninja, just to try and beat early pressure, and that's it.
It didn't
Give
work.
me more consistency spaces. None of it worked.
It's no Landy Bats.
The problem with that as well is I don't think that variation of Greninja will be top tier until Parallel goes.
Yeah, that's really true.
You just can't deal with it. You rely on having Swarm, basically Swarm in the field, 1 Parallel, knock out on the right turn, and you're just like, I've just lost all of my momentum here.
Okay.
Similarly, Zora Ninja, I think, has seen a little bit of chatter, but in general, I don't think it's seen much play beyond that.
Yeah, early week chatter, that's about it.
Yeah. Pyro Break.
Not even I've built it. I've played 2 games with it.
Swiftly dismantled it. S10813 is now following. Welcome to the team. Yeah, Pyro and Tyrantrum were just little fun gimmicks for me and Joe to chat about, but don't worry about either of them. Turbo Psychic, turns out Malamar Necrozma is kind of that anyway.
Yeah, they play elixirs now, so
yeah. Greninja Glaceon, again, saw some chatter. I think it's probably...
Jack, you've missed one there. Hold on.
Where? I mentioned Tyrantrum.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said Pyro and Tyrantrum were just memes from me and Joe to chat about.
Good.
Nothing.
Good. Just wanted you to say that out loud again.
I mean, yeah.
How do I have the time?
Greninja Glaceon, I think I've seen a little bit more chatter beyond Zora Ninja. But I think, again, people have decided it's bad. It's a stage 2 plus a stage 1.
Jank City.
It's janky.
Get out of here.
And Gallade Octillery, again, I think you built, right, Joe?
Maybe. Yeah, on the spreadsheet. It's on the spreadsheet, I think. It's built.
So it was built.
I don't think I've played a single game with it, though.
It was built, but it never quite
Stage 2 Nene.
played. It is stage 2 Nene. It is a non-EX with fighting typing, though, which is somewhat appealing.
And it can hit 180 now.
Yeah, unfortunately,
180 is not 190.
190 is where we need to be.
Space for Diancie and Regirock is very rare.
Mm.
And you're also playing Sushi in stage 2s. Whatevs.
Plenty of space.
So these are the decks that I think you're likely to see at Madison this weekend.
Are we
There's
going to try and
gonna
tier it?
some.
Are we
Yeah,
going to try and make a loose tier list?
I was gonna. Yeah, I think there's.
Oh,
I mean, there's
God.
obviously going to be some stuff that seeps through the cracks, and you're not going to see some of this stuff. But in general, I think obviously you probably don't have the time to now test against all of these decks, but I think these are decks that you should somewhat expect at least.
Mm-hmm.
Tier 1. Oh, it's so hard to say with so little tournaments.
I want to put Buzzrock, Turbo Buzz, Psychic Mally, and Zororock. That's what I want to put there.
Zororock, tier 1. That's.
Look at the results.
Looks like a big call.
It's 1-2 specials.
Fair. I don't think I'd agree personally, but
What would you say, Luke?
based on results,
We can
I think
all
those
do one.
first 3 for sure.
So you're agreeing with the first 3.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to throw in tier 1? Or
I think Ultra and Cosmo is right on that border between tier 1 and 2.
Yeah, I would definitely, like, it's an easy 2. It's like one of the first decks you think
Okay.
of.
Luke will say you're going with 1. I'd also agree Buzzrock and Turbo Buzz are tier 1.
Like, I think we all agree that Buzzwole is the best 60 card deck you could be playing. It's just that Malamar's there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I agree with Joe that Zororock is tier 1. But that's because I haven't tested Zoro Lucario. I think Zoro Lucario could be tier 1 and be better than Zororock.
Zoro Lucario is really close to Zororock, I think, in how powerful it is. Really close.
Just for variety, I'm going to say Zororock's tier 1.
I think that deck has not been given the respect it deserves and time on.
I literally, in the Seagrove did his little meta chat today, and they didn't talk about any Lucario build. Any.
I think that's a mistake.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is wild to not talk about it.
Diancie was a big card for it.
Diancie was a
190
huge
HP
card.
format.
Diancie was a huge card. On to tier 2. For me personally, I'm putting Zororock and Ultra Necrozma in there. I think Aquabox and what was the other deck I saw? Straight Lucario is definitely tier 2 for me. What about you guys?
I think Lapras for sure. I will put Zororock there.
Oh god, look at this. Jack's all over the shop. Yeah, I'd
Ultra Necrozma.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think other things could be in there, but I haven't put enough time testing in. They've sort of been under the radar, so it's hard to justify.
That for me is stuff that I'd put in tier 3. Just because if it hasn't shown up at a tournament and I haven't put time into it, I would have to assume it's tier 3 right now.
Can we have a tier 4 then, just so that we can rag on bad decks?
Yeah, of course.
Tier 3 can be like our safety net, just for like,
Yeah.
we know
Joe-
there's stuff here, but
Yeah.
we don't know how.
What's in your 2, Joe? Aquabox, I'm
Aquabox.
assuming.
Sorry, I think Lucario's tier 2 as well.
Yeah,
Straight
Both
Lucario.
Lucario builds. I think
Both
both of them.
Lucario
I
and
think
like.
all three. Zoro as well.
Yeah.
I think I want to test Lucario like a little bit more for it to be a tier 2 for me.
It's good though.
But it does seem very good. It seems top of tier 3.
It's got a really high rate for me. It's good.
Any... Sorry, not Zoro Lucario. Lucario Lycanroc. My bad. That's the one I want to test a little bit more. Sorry. Yeah. I know Zoro Lucario is my tier 1. It's definitely not tier 3. Any more tier 2s or just some tier 3 stuffs before we get into bad debt?
I mean, Buzzgarb is my highest tier 3, I would say.
Okay, we can kick it off at tier 3. I also agree that it's tier 3. I'm going to put Lucario Lycanroc in tier 3 as well.
I'd put the other... I'd put everything... Oh, man. I mean...
I think Zorigarb's probably tier 3.
I wouldn't even put it there from testing. I think I'd put Pod there over...
You put Pod over Garb? Interesting.
I'm done with Zorogarb, man. I'm done with it.
When Joe messaged me that earlier on, I laid a heart attack. Who are you? And what have
I
you
sent
done
it to you
Joe?
last night. Was it last night?
I can't remember. I know. All I know is I fell off my chair.
Yeah.
Metal Beast Box is one for me that I think is definitely tier 3 at least. Ultra Beast Box.
I'm not convinced by it, but I haven't had enough games to know, really.
Again, I think it is as well, but it's just getting the cards together, testing it, see how we get on with it.
I need to see a semblance of a list before I can really make a judgment on it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Put Greninja in tier 5 quickly.
I've put Greninja as tier 3.
You're a maverick. You're a maverick.
Because people will play it.
Yeah, and they'll lose.
It's probably tier 4, actually. It's probably tier 4. I've given Joe a special tier 5 for his.
I mean, how strong do you think Greninja's matchup is to Buzzwole?
Pretty poor.
It's tough.
Pretty poor.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
it
very
is.
tough.
It is.
Pretty poor.
And I don't think...
Rahul's got tier 1. Greninja tier 1 currently. Cheers for the bits, Rahul. Welcome.
I mean, I'm respecting it by playing Tina a couple of decks.
Do you think that...
He was just never
Do you think the
saying
fact
anything
that
above
you...
tier 17.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you not think the fact that you're respecting it means that it's a tier 3 deck, though? Like, if tier 4 is decks that we just think are bad...
It depends.
In my mind, a tier 3
tiers
deck
in
is...
terms of power level, or are we talking tiers in terms of how
Like
much
what
it'll
do?
Yeah.
how much it'll turn up to a tournament?
I guess it gives very
So I mean, it can
answers.
turn up to a tournament maybe on par with some of these tier 2 decks we're talking about. Like I think there'll be more Greninjas than there'll be Aqua Boxes in the room, but I
they'll
think
do
it's terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's terrible. I think
Yeah.
you've got to hit 5 Malamars to have a good day, and still not draw badly against them.
Thing is, it will turn up. One player will play it. They'll run hot and they'll make top 8.
I know,
And
but it doesn't mean
they'll be
it's not-
scratching their head thinking, "What's going on here?"
Why did we miss
Okay.
this?
Shadow stitching in.
We just know what Greninja is.
Combo.
Yeah.
Another thing that Malamar decks can even do, if it's straight Psychic build, they can just play Fury Belts. That really improves the matchup.
Yeah.
Means you one-hit KO them up to the break with the thingamajigs. With the Dawn Wings.
Don't know what you're saying anymore.
It hits 1/3. The Dawn Wings hit
Yeah.
1/30.
Okay. Yeah. I got
When you have elixirs, it can also remedy. So you're hoping to get 2 Dawn Wings up against them, slash a Dawn Wings, and you can even power up Giratina. Maybe, I don't know. If you really want to win hard, you can play Tina Promo and Lunala Prism Star, and then just watch them weep. So
Tears. So would you say Azora Garb, Espeon Garb, Xerneas, and the Beast Box is a tier 4 for you right now, Joe? To fill out your
Yes. Yeah.
list. Luke?
Pause our garb. It's one.
I think what you've said to me in the past 2 days has convinced me that you think it's tier 4.
Shedding a tear. I mean, it's by far my lowest win rate Zoroark deck for a start. So that as a starting point means you probably shouldn't be playing it.
Yeah. I to be honest with the rest of these, I wouldn't put a 3 and 4. I'd just group the rest together.
Just bind a drop.
Yeah, I mean, there's potential with decks, and there's decks that I personally want to test in this list.
That was a loud noise.
Jeez.
I think out of the decks that you haven't rated, Luke, the only 2 that are alarm bells for me are Zoro, Lucario, and Buzzgarb, because I think they're the only 2 that do seem very good that you haven't, or not very good, but potentially very good that you haven't.
I saw Lucario was tier 2 for me.
Oh, was it? Cool.
Yeah, Buzzgarb I haven't rated.
That's definitely.
I tested a lot against Zoro, Lucario this past weekend, so I know the deck is very, very good and got potential.
Yeah.
I think the rest. I mean,
it's one of those things where it could have breakout performances, but I don't think it'll be popular enough to see giving Luke his own thing. Here comes Moan.
Oh, blah.
I mean, Sauropod is a deck that, again, I've spoke to you guys and I've spoke to a little bit of Seb about. If the format swings the right way, it could still be very good.
Yeah.
It is such a gamble deck, though. It is a huge gamble deck.
I think Psychic, Malamar, you're fine. I'm a bit worried about Ultra Necrozma and fighting. If the fighting person has tested it, plays the right cards, even with a Mew EX and a Mewtwo, it can still beat them.
One Cancun, but I've never seen someone luckier in my life. Magic is selling baby dusks for 5.
Oh baby! When I last looked on there, it was sold out.
Is it a £5 card though?
It's a promo, isn't it? It's only available in a little box. If you want the online code, you want the card, you get 3 packs. I think the box is like £13. It's at that point where is it just better value to buy the box?
What does Zoropod to do to win? Zoropod needs to hope that every Buzzwell player is playing Buzz Rock. They need to hope that every Malamar player is playing Psychic Malamar. And they need to hope that every Zoroark is Zoro Rock without Baby Buzzwell. Basically.
Easy. Easiest win of my life.
It's certainly interesting. I mean, the theory and the things we spoke about were high parallel count for Malamar decks. It's very good. Latios is good for killing things early on the Inkays and stuff.
Yeah. I guess a big benefit is that you do have Wimp out to actually get you into something like a Latios turn 1 pretty happily.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I struggle with the Garb build.
I wouldn't write it off personally. I still think there could be a place for it.
Yeah, I can see people taking it.
If Lapras does take an upswing and it is seen as new, for me, a deck, it reminds me of last format was Volk. Last format, it was quite linear a lot of times, and a lot of people played it that were perhaps newer into the game because it had a game plan. People knew what to do. They went for it. I feel like Lapras could be that new deck. That's along those lines. So it could see a fair amount of play. If it does, Glistopod's good again.
Oh, look at this. Jack's all over it. The cup is covering everything you're doing, but...
Yeah, I know. I'm moving it now, don't worry. Whoa. This is going everywhere. And move these over here.
Turbo Flaren's asking if is Volk any good. I think there's a lot of better options for Volk right now. The format's become more efficient at getting one-hit KOs than Volk is, essentially, and that was the hopeful selling point of Volk. So, Volk has been out-Volked by like 6 decks now, basically.
I want to see if you can order decks, order data based on format.
Look at him go.
Oh baby, in masterclass here. He normally charges for this, people.
I think I need to do it like this.
I'm learning here.
Just like new things, spreadsheet. Tell me more.
Okay, over there.
But yeah, I think as well you were talking above Turbo Flareon, just looking through about Sylveon. Even I think Max, who's in the chat, who is an avid supporter of Sylveon since quite a while now, would even say that it's not up to scratch.
Not there anymore.
No, I think Malamar decks are just difficult.
So
I think if I was going to play Volk, I'd not play the Kiawe build, though. I think I'd hope that the baby Volk can do a number on people, because now that everyone is able to one-hit KO you as much as everyone else, like the Ho-Oh Kiawe deck is 2 all-in, so I'd hope to set up multiple threats with the baby Volk and force them to have early Guzmas, which can hurt their overall setup. So I think I would actually play a traditional Volk, but with choice bands and lots of energy cards and elixirs. Yeah, so bandages on it. You've got to try and sink baby Volk doing like 80 turn 1, really.
Yeah.
You know, maybe even play Hooper just to get a bunch of Volk EXs out. I don't know. I'm speaking out of just off the top of my head, but you've got to hope that baby Volk can put a shift in against everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened to Ho-Oh Kiawe in general? As I've just mentioned, you can't, like, Ho-Oh Kiawe was an all-in deck. You just present your board state and say, well, I really hope you can't one-hit KO respond this, and now just every deck, or a lot of decks can.
Yeah.
So.
There's definitely answers around.
Safe. 14 sounds safe. Maybe a cheeky energy retrieval here or there. Look at this. Jack's done all sorts here, boys.
Do you think then the way to make Volk good would just be mainly focusing on baby Volk with a couple of bulky X's for Steam Up? Sort of swarming with that?
Have you heard what I've just said, Luke?
You said you obviously have it as a focus, but not as in that is the deck.
I think you need the Steam Up. You need the Steam Ups to be meaningful, so I think you've got to play like 3 Volky X's at least.
Yeah, definitely. I think parallel again.
But like at least 3 baby Volk.
Definitely bricks that. Okay. But yeah, that's our tier list, guys. Preliminary.
So retrieval 2 rods, that's on the high side for sure. I think you can get away with just 1 rod with the retrievals. I think that's plenty. I don't know, I haven't looked at Volk for a while. I still prefer Sushi over Starmie. I think Sushi is good. Everyone gives you Brooklet Hill.
Don't speak about Volk, Pavey can't put it down.
Just one more. Just one more.
If I had to place Volk anywhere, I'd probably place it low though, like 3.5.
Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
Energy reset. Can you please post a spreadsheet on your page to look at later? I won't be able to post a spreadsheet, but I can definitely take a screenshot of our tier list and post it in the Discord, and I might even throw it up on the Facebook as well, potentially. Yeah. I'll do one or the other. But yeah, that's hopefully a nice wrap up of what looks like will be Madison and Sheffield. Logan Butler has just followed. Welcome to the team. Thank you very much.
Can't believe we've given half Wassies.
We've given half Wassies. I mean, it was the nicest way to not have 6 tier 1 decks. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
The numbers within the tiers, or the order within the tiers, aren't reflective of where decks are. It's just tier 1 is these 3 decks, rather than Buzzrock is the top of tier 1. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Madison is this weekend. If you're going, good luck, enjoy. Let us know what the winning list is.
Do we know if it's being streamed?
Yes, it is.
It is, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know who by, but I know it is because I know Russell was talking about it earlier on. After successfully farming Mexico, I'm ready to play some real Pokemon. Rahul, what's the play? What tier is the deck you're playing in?
Oh boy.
Hopefully it's not 2.5 because I reckon I've got a good BDI on what you're playing if it is.
Say
Cheers
4.
for joining us, Pedro.
You may want to play Xerneas Break.
I want to play Frog. Someone needs to stop me.
Right. Mad Captain, Banhammer.
Everyone message Rahul now.
Good lord.
But yeah, we'll be back next week, Monday. And Thursday and Wednesday, Joe will be streaming if that's okay with Joe, because I have uni-based commitments. I would imagine Monday will be Madison results, and Wednesday will probably be testing what did well at Madison. So all on the Madison hype train next week. Oh, we didn't talk about the new games. Maybe we'll talk about those next week as well. Remember, Greninja can lose to anyone. if there's not a lesson to live by, ladies and gents, and if there is a lesson to live by, sorry, then that's it. I won't ban you now. Right, yeah, I'll post this in the Discord. Make sure you stay tuned to the Facebook, and if not before, we'll see you next Monday for some Madison analysis, I guess. See whether we got this hot heap of garbage right. Cheers, everyone.
How many tier 4 decks are going to be in the top 8, Jack? 3?
I can see 3 being in there. I can see someone squeaking in with an Espeon Garb, someone running hot with Greninja, and someone doing well with Beast Box.
Embarrassing.
You forgot to mention the best one there. I'm a bit disappointed.
Embarrassing. Congrats on your win, Rahul, and we look forward to seeing the Greninja list.
We'll have you on stream next Wednesday if you want to come chat with us about how you won. Sweet. Right, cheers everyone. See you next week.
See you guys.